Good afternoon, everyone. What is going on? We are back again with another episode of the South Florida Gamers Podcast, episode 56. I am the Silverback Senpai. Joining me across from the table is none other than my co-host, Waluigi.
What's up, my dudes? Long time no see. We had a recap, and now we're these lovely gems. Holy smokes.
Yeah, we're back here again talking about CEO 2022, and we're surrounded by a table of awesome gamers here. And we're going to go off with the one and only Herbs. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh. Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Herbs, a.k.a. Herbie Fully Loaded.
Fully Loaded?
That's a banger movie, bro.
I'm 29, turning 30 in a couple of days. So y'all want to give me a little present, I'll be cool.
I'm offended.
And I play Guilty Gear for now. I used to be a Mortal Kombat player, but I dropped that game because it's too toxic. And I play Guilty Gear.
What's up, y'all? I'm Joy-Con. I'm 24. I'm mainly a Smash player, dabbling in Guilty Gear because that shit's fun. It's a fun game.
Let's go.
I'm surrounded by some amazing guys over here. I've gotten to know them a little bit, and I love the vibes. Good stuff, guys.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Danny Boy. I've been pestering this guy to get put on the podcast for like a year at this point.
And he's here.
Yeah. As far as the resume goes,
Multi-talented gamer.
Yeah. So I'm an epic gamer, apparently, according to Silverback Senpai. I play some of the niche games that are represented here in South Florida. So KO 15, Grand Blue, those are my main squeezes right now. A little bit of Street Fighter on the side, right? And as far as things beyond competing, I'm also an aspiring commentator, right? Fingers crossed, I'm hoping to get put in for CEO Otaku, but we'll check to see how that pans out in the future, right? I'm also the official community manager for South Florida, right? Got my feet on the ground. I also manage the South Florida FGC Twitter page at South Florida FGC. Be sure to give it a follow if you want to know what's going on in the area. And yeah, that's pretty much my body of work.
You got this.
You got this.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Artemis Seeker, but I'm also known as Ultimate Wielder. I'm 22 years old, which is July 4th, my birthday right now.
Happy birthday!
I know not only do I play Strive, but other fighting games that are out there, new and old, as I'm currently on DNF Duel, and then getting back on KOF as well, but playing whatever fighting games that I enjoy, that I can get the most enjoyment out of. And it's really fun.
All right, here is El Creeple, proud owner of the online tournaments and a Street Fighter addict. But now I've turned into a KOF 15 and Strive player too. So, playing other games.
All right, it's your boy Butters or Butter Punch. Y'all know me who it is. I'm a Guilty Gear player and MK player. It's still toxic, but I'll still play it. 'Cause fuck it, you already committed. But placed 97th on CEO, so I ain't free. Best Happy Chaos in South Florida. There's only 3 of us, but I'm still the best. So both Happy Chaos. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, that's my bio. Ooh, slander.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I'm a Cage fan, just so Herbs can
Herbs
can get around me with all the Kingdom Hearts stuff.
I didn't say nothing.
In advance.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so with the introductions out of the way, I do want to say that with CEO passing, I did feel some of the post CEO depression. I'm still
Fucking felt that.
It went by too quick. Like
Yeah.
I would say day 0 through day 2 was pretty good, and then day three was just like quick. Like it was like, all right, done. It's over. Everyone get the fuck out the venue. Literally.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about this year specifically, but myself included, so many people got hit with the post-major blues while they were still at the venue.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
Sunday morning, everyone was like, I don't want to go home, and no one's even on the car ride back.
The bad thing is the fact that I left early. The only thing I was able to watch in the area was Multi Blood Top 8.
Oh.
But I was still able to watch my friend make it a top 8.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. That's what matters.
Yes. All right, so that being said, we're going to go ahead and go around the round table, starting off with Butter Punch with your day 0 experience, and then we're going to go around, and Waluigi will be at the one at the end.
Gotcha.
Your day 0 experience.
Which day 0 is day 0 though? Is it like the Friday, the Thursday, the Wednesday?
the
Okay,
Thursday.
okay. I gotta know what day 0 is. Okay, Thursday was pretty lit. I got off of work at like 1, got into a car, drove for 3 hours. That was a bitch. 3 hours is a lot, man. But I got to the venue, and I got my passes. And like that part of the day where like it was like 5 o'clock, and we're all going to the hotel and getting some casuals, like that felt like that was like day 1 or day 2 for me. Like that experience, everybody staying up and just getting casual games. The rock, paper, scissors tournament we had there, that was an experience. So that felt like a long day for me still. Friday, day 1, felt just as long. Like I had to go through pools, but also my pools were at 8 o'clock, so I was already
Save your day 1.
save my day 1.
Yeah.
Save my
We're just
day
talking about day 0, and then we're gonna go to day 1.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
like everybody's day 0. Everybody's day
Yeah.
1. Okay, yeah. So then with day 0, got to play with everybody at the hotel. It was a great experience. We stayed up till like 2 in the morning, I want to say, 3 in the morning, because we're just trying to see where everybody was at. And I was like, this is going to be a bitch tomorrow. But you know what? We toughed it out, and it was a good one. I'll pass it over to my boy right over here.
All right, thank you.
Creed Blue?
Yeah, for me, like Thursday was just chill because me and the crew got there Wednesday, so we were just chilling that day. Now we're starting this ritual for CEO that every Thursday we go eat like Korean barbecue before like I think. So yeah, well, we started doing that. Like we started last year. It's like, oh, let's keep it going. After that, we got we got our badges, and met all of you at the hotel, play some setups, and after I just went home and just get ready for tomorrow. Didn't want to sleep too late because I got pools in the morning. Fun.
Yeah.
I arrived on the day that I left the house at 4 a.m. So my dad was able to drive me all the way up to Daytona Beach.
Nice.
Okay.
He dropped me off at the venue. Well, actually, the hotel, because the hotel, I ran into 4 face buttons. So we were lucky that we were able to walk to where we got our passes.
Yeah.
And I checked out the inside of what it looks like, and that was my first time at CO, actually. Which is
Ooh.
Really?
really incredible. So I got some sets in with people, and including Calamari. And my set was at 6. Won that first part, and then
Well, this is your Friday or this is your Thursday that's happening?
the Friday.
Okay, I think he's trying
Yeah,
to
we're
get
talking
this,
about like
to
Thursday stuff. Like,
and then we're gonna go.
I don't think he went
Oh,
on Thursday.
okay.
Yeah, like
I wasn't.
Nah.
Yeah, because you got there actually early on Friday morning.
Yeah, I got there Friday.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get that teaser bit. Just throw it in there.
Yeah.
You got to be a part
A
of
little,
it.
a little to be continued.
Yeah.
My day 0 was actually super cool because one of my big goals for that tournament was to actually get more familiar with the Grand Blue scene kind of outside of the local South Florida area. So I actually went to dinner with a whole lot of people. I don't know if you guys are tuned in, probably not, but if you guys are, shout outs to everyone that I got to talk with that weekend, Shuabu, Seth, Monkey Business, Zach in the Box, a whole bunch of people that I normally don't get to hang out with. We were just having dinner, having a good time, as well as we were hosting some of our international competition, right? So we had 2 really strong players, Rio and Ren, both from Japan, visiting us to play Grand Blue that weekend. We gave them some very mid barbecue at the event, but we were still having a good time. My boy Rio ate a fried pickle thinking that it was a mozzarella stick.
Oh my god.
He hate pickles, so he spat it back out. I tried to stand with him in a moment of solidarity, and I told him, hey, man, I don't like pickles either. I thought he would have been like, oh, perfect, someone like me, right? No, immediately he was like, oh, perfect, for you then, right?
Oh, my
I'm like,
goodness.
this guy's a motherfucker, right?
God damn.
But other than that, it was super cool. That guy, Rio, is super funny, by the way. I love Rio. He was just going around all of us, asking us which characters we play. So he goes to Seth. Seth goes Fastiva, which is the Japanese name for La Diva, right? So you have to keep in mind, Rio's English is very limited, right? So he goes to Seth. He's like, what character you play? Seth goes Fastiva. Rio goes Fastiva. Fuck. And they're like, oh, you don't like Fastiva? He's like, no, I don't like Fastiva, I don't like Fairy. And they're like, oh, Fairy, you think Fairy's high tier? He's like, Fairy, he goes, Fairy, no, not high tier, hate tier. I hate Fairy.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, there was a lot of that, so we definitely had a good time. I definitely got to acclimate myself with a lot of people that I was meaning to get more familiar with, so that was great. After that, we just kind of, well, by we, I mean me, just kind of walked around the venue, kind of got in trouble a little bit because I don't know if you guys know about, there's the other Danny boy. By the way, that guy pisses me off for no other reason than the fact that dude's name is not Danny. My man's name is Jose. Meanwhile, my name is actually Danny, so I have a right to have the Danny boy tag.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
Carbon copy that doesn't even have the same name.
We also look nothing alike, which is also hilarious.
Bro, money match.
I mean, I don't want to say an imposter because I don't know who has attacked first. I'm just saying my name is actually
Only
Danny,
one can
right?
survive.
Yeah, but
Only
I
one.
kind of got in trouble because of that guy because I would play some Street Fighter sets. He's a Street Fighter player. People would come up to me. They would ask me my tag. I would say Danny Boy. They'd kind of look at me funny, and then I have to go, no, not that one, the other one, right? And they're like, oh, okay. So you're not the birdie guy, right? Like, yeah, I'm not the birdie guy. And he goes, okay, cool, because you see the problem with that guy, and it's always a different story, right?
What's the problem with that guy?
It's either he was toxic or he threatened to, like, you know what? Let me not say too much on the podcast.
Yeah, we get
But
it.
let me just say I had to dodge some bullets, right?
Oh my God.
Good.
But day zero was fun. Day zero was fun. It was mostly a lot of prep work, trying to get myself psyched up for the event. Yeah, I had a great time.
Nice.
Joy-Con, your day.
So my day zero was I woke up in the morning. I went to worked for most of the day, got off at about 5:30. Went home, saw your stories and Waluigi's story, and silently cried to myself because I couldn't be there until the next day.
Damn.
It would be like
I was
that.
watching the rock, paper, scissors tournament. I'm like, why the fuck am I not there? This is so awesome. But yeah, that's it.
Yo, what up, Herbie? Day zero was definitely a blessing for me because it's year 2 with Island with the crew members, and I had some people like travel from like Canada, and that's like it's like these people are like my children to me. So when I see them travel, it's kind of scary. Then we had Waluigi, his first legitimate CEO tournament. He did pretty good. He went 2-2. We got him some training. He's been training really hard, 2-2.
Yeah.
That's better than half.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, bro.
Day zero, hold on.
Day zero.
Yo, my bad, yeah. So we had,
Not enough people talk about how good that is for a first major because you have to realize 2-2 is already better than half the bracket.
My heart.
Like mathematically, if you think it out. So.
but yeah, I did
Good
pass
stuff.
that. I apologize for the days there. But yeah, most definitely is the second year I got to meet all the crew members because I've been gaming with them for years, you know what I mean? And after a
Right.
couple years, I made the little clan and all that stuff. And it's just good. Everybody's seeing them bonding together, taking pictures. Of course, you with the Airbnb. And then we went to the venue, and I'm like hyping everybody up for Strive. I'm like, yo, I'm ready to game, bro. You remember? Yeah. So I had my thing. I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. I had like a whole crew with me playing Guilty Gear Strive, and I'm like down playing Jackal and stuff. So I set everything up, and I didn't have the HDMI. So it was pretty funny for that. Everybody's like, I had like literally 20 people surrounding me, and then AJ, shout out to AJ the biking. But yeah, that was my day zero. I stood there till like maybe 3, 4 in the morning, and then we had the rock, paper, scissors. I think I came in 3rd place. Like, that was lit, bro. I literally had like 5 ties with this one dude. My heart was like pumping, bro. Because I'm like, rock. I'm like, yo, I'm going to go scissors
I don't know
this
if I have
time.
that video, so I gotta find it.
That video was lit. But yeah, day zero was definitely a blessing. Just hanging out with the crew, you know what I mean? Eating and all that good stuff.
Yeah, for me, day zero, since it was my first time up in Daytona, and I was riding up with Waluigi, Herbs, and Four Face Buttons, going up to Daytona. Got to the Airbnb, house is nice and whatnot. Got to fit, about 8 of us in that house?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, fit 8 of us in a 3-bedroom house which also had a garage, but the garage was hot as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, no one's gonna
And
go in there,
then-
bro.
Only imagine.
And then when we got to the venue, got our badges, then went to the hotel literally right across from the actual venue, and then I'm just seeing mostly just South Florida just owning the space, just everybody running sets and whatnot, and it was a good time. I was there till like 2 in the morning, Waluigi?
2:30, I'd say.
Yeah. It was like, I don't want to leave, but it's like we got to go because we got to be ready for day 1. So it was just like, it was good to see, and it was just great time to be there, running into people and whatnot. It was a good time. Like, day zero was really good.
Oh my God, that was an adventure and a half for us. Like, I'd say days -0.5 was I had Nightbreed, Miles, and Sinbad in my place. Wake up to them playing Smash.
Oh my God.
Nightbreed just brings yeah, they were laughing Smash till like maybe 3 o'clock in the morning in my place. And then I wake up maybe around 8 or 9, and I just see Nightbreed have his PC playing Capcom vs. SNK2. I was waiting for Herbs and Fourface and Silver before we got up. We went to IHOP, then we just went straight to Daytona. That's where we got our badges and everything, and we were just playing Guilty Gear. I remember getting my ass kicked by a Beefy, and I started smoking like 4 different people. It was definitely a lot of fun. Then we stepped out to get some food from Target. Like, I was prepping with Silver.
Yeah, we were, like me and Waluigi, we went on a Target run because like, all right, we need some stuff. We need water, which went out in 2 days. Like, we bought like a whole case of water. It was gone in like 2 days.
Oh my God, it was.
Chips. I ended up buying a sleeping bag and also bought some other shit and whatnot because
got some gas.
you think you're prepared, but then you're not prepared because it's like, fuck, I forget. So where's the nearest Walmart? Where's the nearest Target? I need some shit.
Yeah.
It's always like that. You're never not packed enough. You think you are until you get there and be like, fuck, I'm missing this. It happens.
Bitch was like,
Oh my God.
$5 for a drink or something. They try to tax you in the
I
venue.
bought her a drink.
Yeah,
Bro,
the
yeah.
Red Bull.
Like a Coke is like $4 at the convention.
The Red Bull was like $5.
That's just convention center prices.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, but like.
Yeah, it still sucks.
I got like a pretzel and a Coke, and they're like $9. I'm like, since fucking when?
I'd be blessed at this point.
Bro, they.
But yeah, overall, day 0 was actually pretty fun.
I'll fuck with it.
All right. Good to hear everyone's day 0. So let's go ahead and talk about day 1.
Oh.
Day 1, starting off with Butters.
All right, so I got the couch. I got the short end of the stick. So I'm already waking up. Like, you know how, like, in the military, like, sometimes, like, the good way to sleep is have your, like, legs up and your body's, like, just kind of, like, flat down. That was me with the couch, bro. My legs were up on the armrest. I woke up and I'm like, this is it, guys. I'm ready for day 1. Fuck this sleep, but I'm going. We balling. So we get breakfast. We go, I don't remember. I think we went to IHOP, got food, went over there, and I'm like, all right, cool. This is lit. It's like 10:30. I come in, I already got my badge. I'm coming in, flash, I'm good. Go inside, and I'm like, when's my pools? And I go in my start GG, and I'm like, is that 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.? And I go, and I'm like, the earliest is 10 a.m. Fuck. I'm here till 8 p.m., bro. I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, I might as well optimize my time. So I just walk around and I look for anybody who's like, just kind of sitting there labbing. And I'm like, yeah, you ain't ready to lab Happy Chaos. And I just go and get games with them. This goes on for about 4 hours. And I'm like, I am bored. There's the Mortal Kombat setup. I'm gonna lab for another 4 hours with those guys. This goes by, I've played at least like 20, 25 people. Because like I went from 200 followers to like 23. And I'm like, that's a lot of fucking people I just played. So it was like a networking event. But it was dope. 8 o'clock finally came around. Like I see some of the Flynn's elites and they're like, oh, I'm about to go eat. And I'm like, I'm about to play my set, bro. And they're just fucking laughing and shit. But no, it was pretty solid. Like I got 3-2, which is like you said, like in mathematically speaking, that's pretty solid. That's more than 50%.
Better than like 60%, something like that.
Yeah, but like, bro, I had to fight this Anji player. Honestly, my fault. I would not know the matchup. Like, we got an Anji player in tournaments at Flynn's, and I still don't know the matchup. I deserve that, honestly. But then I had to fight Sorcerer Twix, one of like the best Axel players.
Yeah.
I tried to play that matchup, and I was like, you know what? You outplayed me, man. That was fucking solid. And he was explaining it to me. Like, I got a little mad. I was like, fuck, I lost. But then after like 2 seconds of like my ego going away, I was like, okay, I got to ask for advice, though, to get better. I walk up, I'm like, hey, Wizard of Knowledge. Because he had like the whole like wizard outfit. He had the hat. He had like the purple coat. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
I remember,
Sorcerer,
yeah.
Straight sorcerer. And I'm talking to him, and he's giving me advice, and he's like, hey, you're Butters, right? And I was like, yeah, how do you know me? He's like, you played Cassie Cage in Mortal Kombat. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. I was fucking mind blown. He's like, yeah, I go by Twixie. I'm the Scarlet player. And I'm like, oh my God. I played this dude in so many fucking brackets in Mortal Kombat. And for him to pull up on Guilty Gear and beat my ass, I'm like, holy shit. That is awesome, bro. But yeah, no, we caught up. He gave me advice. And one thing he does that I'm going to start doing now, PS4 like records like the first 15 minutes of your footage.
Yeah.
He gets a USB, gets the footage and puts it on his USB to like look over it. And I was like, that is
Okay, that's
fucking
really
genius.
Yeah, I saw people doing that for Grand Blue too. That's the future tech.
That is
honestly.
So smart.
yeah, that is the tech. So USB, add that to your list of things for like going to another tournament.
You gotta get a lot.
Honestly,
of storage.
I'm
you
writing
gotta
that-
get
I'm writing that down.
Like a 128 gig. Like,
Yeah, get
Oh,
like
yeah.
128 gig and just slap that bitch in.
Yeah.
You get content out of that too. You know
You
what
have
I'm
to realize
saying?
like
Oh,
one,
true.
one 15-minute clip from a PS4 is already like
A
almost
gig. Yeah, it's a gig something. But no, it was solid. I did that. So that was pretty much the end of my pools. And then the island did like we did a Mortal Kombat tournament that day.
Yeah, single elimination tournament.
We did a single elimination tournament.
In the work, though, go ahead.
Yeah, we did that. Like after I lost to the Anji player, because it was first the Twix, then the Anji player. I was pissed on the Anji one. I was one more match and I was out of pools and I lost and I was so pissed, dude. Like Herbs will tell you like I've never been that pissed and I was like, Herbs, I need to go walk outside because I'm not in a good mood. He's like, but we're about to do the pop-up Mortal Kombat and I'm like, like I take a deep breath of like zen, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll go. And then that was a dope experience. And then I think fast forward, we get dinner, and then that's pretty much the end of the day for me. I'll pass it over to you.
Okay,
Thank
Blue.
you. Yeah, no, my day started early. I woke up early. I think it's like me, Beefy, and my other two friends will go to the venue, start getting games. Me, I don't know what to do because that day I have 3 games I got to do. I got Strife at 12. I got Street Fighter at 4. And then at 6, I got KOF.
Holy
So I'm
shit.
thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, like what game do I actually practice? Do I just like, do I give up? Do I just say like, screw it, I'm gonna go play Street Fighter and I don't care what guilty, or do I actually try each game? But you know, I enter the venue. First thing I do, Artist Valley, get the keychains, get the art, get everything. It's
I
like-
already know.
and then after that, it's like, okay, let's actually play. Yeah, Strive went bad. I didn't practice. Could have done better. Then just chilling throughout the day, and then after that, I play Street Fighter. First guy, good match, and then the second match, I just got like some killers. I was fighting against the training partner of Punk, and he was playing Luke.
Oh.
It was close though. So it was close, but like, I was like, dude, this is not fair. But
Luke
yeah,
Top 1, bro. God dang.
I know. I'm fighting Luke. I whip something. Luke comes at me with punishing. I was like, he's playing top tier. I can't. But yeah. After that, I think like after I finish with my Street Fighter, I go eat. I chill. And after that, like me and Beefy just play because we had our pools for KF at the same time. We just bought a Red Bull because I was kind of tired. I woke up like super early. And we just played for like an hour straight, both of us. Just training, going back and forth, back and forth. Beefy's like, I don't play this game, but I'm going to pick the King of Dinosaurs and I'm going to win. I was like, okay. Here I'm playing my...
Good choice. Good
yeah,
choice.
here I'm playing my team. I'm playing Raw, Geese, and... I don't know why, Antonov. But I started my pools. First match, I get on stream. Really good. I did really good. Kill all the characters playing rock, so that felt pretty good. Then my second watch was off stream, and what surprised me was like the day 0. I forgot to mention, I was fighting one of the people from Ireland, and that same guy that we were practicing the other day, I had to fight him in the pools. And I was like,
Is that our boy
yeah,
Creaky?
yeah.
Creaky.
Yeah.
I remember this moment.
And I was like, and the thing is like my first 2 characters, like Rock and Giza do pretty good, but like playing Antonov against, he play Hadern, which is, if you guys don't know, it's kind of like a guile.
matchup
Yeah,
is, not
it's,
great.
it's not great because
That matchup's not
Antonov,
good.
big guy, super slow, and then this guy just, so like, boom.
Yeah,
Let's kick it out.
Iron is basically Guile if Guile had set play.
Yeah.
That's the way to think about it. So, like, imagine a big guy trying to get in on a character like that.
Yeah, so definitely. So I was like, I'll play. I already played him yesterday, so I might as well just play with the same team. I lost the first game. So I'm thinking to myself, it's like, all right, most of the team is just zoners, and for me, I had like a character crisis with KOF, so I put like a lot of characters at the beginning. So I was like, I got the tool set. So I picked Regal, I win. Like I just counter every projectile, reflect. You're doing something, eye laser. What's that? Genocide cutter, just one. Felt good until I was like, damn, we were just practicing yesterday, and now I got to beat you. It's like, it was close. And then I keep playing my pools, doing good, and I get to the winners finals, and I got to fight against BBC, which he plays. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Shout out to the young Go BBZ.
Yeah.
I think I did decent. One problem was like since I already knew he was good, and I literally like KOF 15 is my first KOF. So yeah, so literally yeah, so it's like me. I already had kind of the mentality like I might lose because I don't have the experience like when it comes to like KOF. But like looking back to the game, like the first game I did really good. The second game But yeah, that was it. Then after like after I lost, which it was a decent game. I think like it was just chilling around, playing like in Jabali Land or just chilling with some setups. And at night, I think like it was like we went back to the Airbnb, and Beefy said, "Oh, let me invite some people to play some games." I think he invited like Marvelo and Turb, and then we opened the door. It's like, "Oh, you invited 2 friends," and it's like, "Oh wait, there's 2 more. Oh, there's 2 more." And it's like there's like 10 people, and like our Airbnb is like super small, so we're like.
Oh my god.
But it was cool. It was a cool night, but definitely like day one, it felt like the longest. Like like being between pools, doing whatever, practicing, like, and then having that small rave party at the end of the night. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh, hi guys. Well, yeah, that was fun.
Day one, as soon as I wake up, we arrived at Daytona Beach. I get dropped off at the Hilton hotel. I ran into Fourface, which was so surprising because I thought the CEO was actually in the hotel, and then I realized, oh, it's a conference.
Yeah.
I had a zzz moment. He
For
was in the
CEO
hotel
mistakes.
The entire time, kind of like the other places. So yeah, I get there, I get to the passes, get the badge, and for my first time, it looked pretty cool. Like I was amazed. It just reminds me of I was about to say CEO 2019, Evo 2019. It had a little bit of similarity to Evo 2019, but the only difference is that there was another room where it had MBON and then KOF 13 and such. So I got in and I checked my bracket. It was at 6 p.m.
Oh.
So I played a few sets, walked around. I even played with Calamari. Like I said before, I didn't realize it day 0. So as soon as 6 p.m. reached, the brackets was about to start. One person I was about to fight against DQ'd, and then I fought against this chip player, which used, do you know, like one of those baby controllers? And
Oh, I
then
played
they
'em.
somehow.
I played 'em.
Those.
Oh my god. I
I think I
love
got a
that.
picture with him on my phone.
You got a picture?
Yeah.
You're talking about the guy that plays with the Fisher Price controller, right?
Yes. The colorful one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it is solid.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I need to see a picture of
I
that.
saw him
think I
around,
got
but
it.
I didn't actually like get to, because he plays Strive, right? That's
Yeah,
not
he
how
played
I was-
chip.
Yeah,
He plays
but
chip, yeah.
I didn't know you actually played against him. That's actually
sick.
funny.
Yeah, I played against it. I went 3-1. His chip was pretty good.
Okay.
And my next match was against Vinny G.
Oh,
That's
Vinny.
that's the guy from Central Florida, right? Or am thinking of a
I think
different
so.
Vinny G?
He
Yeah, from
played-
Tampa.
Oh yeah, he
Tampa,
almost
Tampa,
got top
yeah.
8. I think he lost. to
Yeah,
Phase
'cause
seven.
he's part of the TNS crew. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's solid.
I was watching on the way home with that. I played him, which was an honor. Because the funny thing is, I had never been on stream for like a major until I fought against Vinny G. And everyone was just rooting for me. But like,
That's sick.
I mean, I played against him. I mean, I made mistakes that like that was not me. Like that was not me how I should be played. But like, I only took 1 round off of him. But other than that, Vinny G is really good. Like, I can't get over with Kola just commentating saying, "Your heart may be your guiding key."
Oh my god.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Wait, hold on. Say Cola said that with the Mickey Mouse voice?
Say Kola said that.
Oh my
But
god.
then,
Yo, say
May your heart be your guiding key.
Imagine getting mixed up by that.
that was the
Bro,
chip
imagine
player.
getting mixed up by
That was the chip player I fought against.
Yeah, that's the Fisher Price controller. That's funny, actually. That's the old Fisher Price controller. There's a new one. Yeah,
There's a new one.
There's a new one that looks a little bit more like a regular pad. So that's funny. That's not even the new one. But
I have some.
yeah,
That's
not
actually
around.
So many questions, answers that need to be received. Beautiful.
Photos from there. I gotta show it again.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
All right,
I gotta find it.
get him the autofocus.
Yeah, but like I was just amazed. I'm amazed that people can play on that controller. There's no way I can do that.
I mean, people are amazing, man. Remember, there was a guy
Nuts.
at a Canada Cup that won Exit Rev 2 one year, and he was playing on like the PS3 like steering wheel.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's a guy that
His
plays in
tag
the
was
steering wheel.
initial T.
Oh, that's such a beautiful reference.
Yeah, he was playing
Sorry,
clean, yeah.
I was, wow.
Next,
Oh,
we need somebody to win a
real?
major with the fucking.
Yeah,
guitar
bro. Like he
girl.
will be going like
Yeah,
It's just like
I think
it's
it's
like a normal controller, just like it has a big
on
ass
a
wheel.
guitar.
Yeah, there's D-pads and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, I
So
think
it's not like you actually going like, okay, let me get this
like
mix.
a modified Guitar Hero controller. They played Eno too, which is the funny part.
You know what? That
Was
makes
he
sense.
standing up though?
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
he was standing up.
Okay.
It's weird because it's like a Guitar Hero controller. He was holding it like regular, but like where the strum bar is, they have like a joystick, right? Yes,
That makes so much sense.
That's solid.
They play Eno.
Was he righty or lefty? That's the most important question.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
Genius. I love this creativeness.
Yeah. But the best thing about being on stream was Zero. I think his name was Zero Wing. He noticed that I used the KH2 Sora mod on PC. That's the shocking thing I've heard a commentator bring up. But yeah, and then I fought a May player off stream, and then I was out in that match. But it was a better run than Frosty's, honestly. That's good. It was fun. Like, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll keep playing.
I was shocked to hear that you got knocked. You didn't make it out of pools. I was like, no, he didn't.
Yeah, no, playing in majors, like, you really gotta like work it out. It's not easy,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, I just walked around. Oh, that's right. I played Justin Wong Street Fighter V casually.
Let's go.
Even
Let's
though,
go.
Even though I'm bad at Street Fighter V, but I'm like.
Hey, you got a game with him.
I got a game with him, and I even have a picture.
Oh, I took a picture of him too.
Can I show?
Yeah.
I even have a picture of Justin Wong. Like he was a pretty chill guy.
Yeah, it's pretty
Justin's
chill.
cool. Justin's cool.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
You having with him? All right.
Let me see.
That's sick.
Dude, that's
Let's
great.
go.
Yo, I just walked around, even saw Kizuke, and I even saw Hotashi on on the thing again that he did for
The live stream.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Combo Breaker. That's fun. And then I went to check out the back room. It had Mbon, and I met a few friends there, and I got picked up going back to the hotel, and that was the end of day one. That's
Word.
it.
All right, Danny boy.
All right. The moral of the story is to not bite off more than you can chew. So you guys have to realize I've been playing a lot of games since I've been in the FGC, but the difference between then and now is I used to be bad, right? So I would enter like 4 games for a major. I would show up, go 0-2, 1-2, spend like 30 minutes in the pool. I get to be free, do whatever I want. Not the case anymore, right? So you guys have to realize, my day 1, which was Friday, my first pool was at 12. I was gaming in brackets, no breaks until 6 p.m. that day.
Oh my god.
And I thought Combo Breaker was like tough for me because Combo Breaker was like a similar situation, but I at least had a break in Combo Breaker. This was all like kind of nonstop. Yeah, and it's different games too. So it's like, so this is the run, right? The first game I played was Street Fighter. That was at 12. But like I was saying earlier, Street Fighter is not really like my focus. The other 2 games are more what my thing is. So I was playing casuals for Grand Blue first before anything, right? Because that's the game I have the least offline experience in. Excuse me. So I was playing Grand Blue to start off with. You know, trying to get ready for it. I felt pretty comfortable, right? But I had to take a break, just warm up a little bit in Street Fighter beforehand, right? My pool was kind of not fucked, but like it was kind of weird because they had me going out of pool, but there were definitely 3 other killers because I had El Chicote, Chris G, who I had to play against, and then Tyrant, who I also had to play against, right? Yeah, Tyrant. Yeah. So I was going through it. You know, beating pretty much everybody. I got to Chris G. I lost to Chris G. He hit me with the OS, by the way, because I was expecting for him to play Guile or Chun-Li. Those are the characters he was maining when he was still playing Street Fighter V, but he hit me with a Buki, right? So I asked him afterwards. Yeah, that match is on stream, by the way. And what was I going to say? Yeah, so that match is on stream. I got kind of washed on that stream match, but I asked him, I was like, yo, what happened to Chun-Li? I thought you were playing that character. He's like, oh, you see, the thing is, I'm not really playing the game like that anymore, so I kind of just pick whoever I want. And then I think about the fact that I just got like 2-0'd pretty free, and I'm like, oh, okay, bet, thanks.
Oh my god.
Made top 8 that tournament, by the way. I want that to be clear. But so that happens, right? Get knocked into losers, right? Double eliminated one of the guys who's pretty close set against an Alex whose name I unfortunately don't remember. Made it all the way to the last set of my pools, right, where I had to fight against Tyrant. I had Grand Blue coming up pretty closely because the Grand Blue pool was at 2, and this was like all the way towards the end of the pool. And I had to wait a while because they streamed my Chris G match, and they were debating on whether or not to stream my my match with Tyrant, right? The issue is that I had to go play Grand Blue. So I was about to complain and be like, can we play this off stream so that, I can get in some matches with Grand Blue really quick? But two things happened that kind of destroyed me. Number one, another guy who also happened to be playing Grand Blue complained first, so they ran his set off stream. And then also before I could go and complain, Tyrant said, okay, but I really want to be on stream. So I was like, I'm not going to win this conversation, right? So I was like, whatever, I'll hold my L, right? I'll wait for him to show up, or I'll wait for the stream matches to finish so I can get up there. So I had to wait for like 2 or 3 sets to finish, right? I go up against Tyrant. Tyrant plays Jury. Jury is low-key the second best character in the game. I don't care what anybody said. Yeah, after Luke, I think it's Jury. Yeah, Jury.
Oh, what, Street Fighter?
Yeah, Jury is mad good.
No, Jury's a good one. I don't think.
What would you say? Let's say it's conversation for later.
Right? We'll talk about it.
That's how you get started.
The point is, Jury is mad good. I have 0 experience against that character. I get washed the first round. I literally tell myself, you know what? I don't feel like playing anymore. I'd rather just focus on my other game. So I literally wake up DP every knockdown and then get killed. And I was like, man, good games. Good luck commentating Dragon Ball later, right? So I run over Grand Blue, right? I run over Grand Blue. It's like 157 by the time I finish. I'm like, I need 1 round. Let me get 1 round. So I get my 1 round in, right? Finally get to play my Grand Blue matches. I was a little bit nervous just because, con jitters or tournament jitters. And then also this tournament, I was this close to making it out of pools in Combo Breaker. This close, but I was 1 set away. And the thing about CEO, it was definitely possible for me to make it out, but it's easier and it's harder. It's easier because there aren't as many good players that were there at CEO compared to Combo Breaker, but it was harder because if you made it out of pools at Combo Breaker, you would have made top 32. If you make it out of pools at CEO, you would have made top 24, right? So you have to beat more people to get there, right? So I was like, damn, it's going to be tough. So the first game, it should not have been as close as it was, but I ended up taking it, right? So I was like, all right, let me be cool, right? Thankfully, I had the boys, Gandito and Neokarsh, right? They were kind of in my corner, trying to calm me down, give me some advice, right? I was also playing a kind of new character, right? I switched to Belial recently. I was playing Graham. Belial was just Graham, but better. So it works out, but you still got to build it. He really is, but you still got to build up the muscle memory, right? So I was a little bit nervous. Second game, the nerves were not as much. I tried to calm them down, and I would say I was successful in doing that. Next game I had to play was against Rio, which is a Japanese dude who tried to pull his pickles off to me, right? That guy's a monster. Let me just say that, right? So he kind of washed me. I'll hold that, right? Percival is a character that I don't really have issues playing against, but I've never seen anybody pilot that character the way that Rio does. So, super strong player. I got to hold that, right? Get sent into losers, but, I'm fighting my way all throughout losers. Last match I had to play was against a player named Xfinitus, who's actually from Florida. He is kind of like in the weird in-between, between South and North. He's like in the Point St. Lucie area, right? So, I played him to get out of pools of CEO last year. Played him again to get out of pools of CEO this year, and I managed to take it. We were both playing new characters, but managed to do that. So made out of pools in Grand Blue, right? That was pretty good. I saw that as a nice little personal achievement, right? But I couldn't get to celebrate that too long because then I had to run over. I had to play KOF now. Right?
Damn.
Yeah. So then I had to run over. I had to play KOF. KOF. Thankfully, I got some games into warm up, but. Again, going through it, KOF, the bracket was a little bit more free. I think it's because it's a newer game. More people are trying it out. Also, KOF, something about it, people just tend to not get KOF, right? Like how to actually play it. So I was kind of breezing through it until I got to a player named Horns is Bad GGs. He's one of the Central Florida players, right? Affiliated with Juicy. Not gonna lie, I kind of played a little caquita on that day, or in that set specifically. But, it was close, 2-1. He took it over me, but I ran through losers. I was hoping to beat him because I would have played Coach Steve the next set, but it is what it is. I made it out, right? And then I'm still not done. I had to get food after that pool. I only had like 10 minutes to scarf down some convention center attendees, right? Because after that, then I had to finish Grand Blue because Grand Blue, they ran all the way in Friday until top 8, right? Yeah. So I go back to my pools, or not to my pools, to like the next stage, I guess. I had to go against Zach in the Box, who is another Belial player, right? Super, super, super close set, right? Like, yeah, it was a mirror match, right? So every game went to the last round. It was last game, last round, 2-1. He takes it barely over me. So that was the end of my Grand Blue run. Ended up making 17th that weekend, which I'm definitely proud of because A year ago, I wouldn't have even dreamed of that, right?
You
So
recently switched, my bad, for Rugby from Bilal, because you said Grand is like.
I was playing Gran until like 4 weeks before CEO, something like that. So it's a very recent. I mean, like I was saying, it's very similar. So a lot of the things transferred over, but there was a lot of Belial specific stuff, like the like the pinwheel, some of the counter hit conversions, the fact that he has command grab. There's a few things that I had to get used to, but finished at 17th. That was at like 6 something that I finally finished. So it's like 12 straight hours of gaming. So I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna go chill. I'm gonna just walk around Jabali Land for a little bit. Saw some dudes swinging at the punching bag.
Oh my God.
That was by the way, shout out to Jabali Land. In my opinion, Jabali Land was the highlight of CEO this year. Yeah, it was just pretty much just like a nonstop party, right? Oh, yeah, so yeah, for sure. Got to play some games in, right? ST Alpha 2. Two banger games in my opinion, but got to do a little bit of that. I made a huge mistake in day one because for those who don't know, round 1 that recently opened up, I live 5 minutes away from that place, right? So I've been frequenting it, and I'm a big Dance Rush fan. Play a lot of Dance Rush, right? So the problem is that the weekend before Dance Rush, I played that game for like a few hours straight. My calves turned into jelly. Like they were sore for the whole week leading up to CEO. Thankfully, that Friday, it stopped feeling sore. So I was like, perfect. I can walk around the convention. I'm good, right? So I'm chilling in Jabali Land, right? It's like 10 p.m. I could probably squeeze in like 2 songs of Dance Rush. I'll probably be fine. I hop on Dance Rush, worst mistake of my life. I lied. Second worst mistake of my life, right? So I go on there immediately. It's like, shit, my legs are burning, right? I don't know how I'm going to do it. My friend comes up to me, hey, we're going to go over to 7-Eleven to get some water. You guys want to come with me? Yeah, man, sure. Let me just get up from my chair. The moment I stood up, I started walking like a newborn deer all the way to 7-Eleven. I was struggling, dude. I didn't tell you, God was sending his weakest soldiers his strongest battles. Yeah, so I'm walking all the way to 7-Eleven, dodging the crackheads, right? Finally got some water, finally came back. I was kind of drifting between Jabali Land and some hotel rooms. And yeah, just trying to prep myself because I still had to finish KO off the next day. And that was my day 1.
Solid.
Yeah.
Now, Joakim, before
What a
you
day.
begin, Beefy Manatee in the chat says, also at some point, y'all need to tell Joy-Con to stop dodging Strive locals.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I was fully planning on coming yesterday. I was gassed. Next week, I'll be there. 100%.
Ooh.
Hear that, Beefy? He'll be there next week.
He'll be
I know
there
I'm
next
going to
week.
get washed.
He says shake. That's pretty serious for Smashes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
serious.
it's like
That's a DGK shake.
And that movie is on you. Oh my god.
movies on me. What's the movie saying about me?
So the first thing starting off with, he said used to be good.
In what? In what? Let me talk to him real
I
quick.
think this was before, like when you were talking about how you used to be like really bad in FGC, when you became good earlier. Then then you dodged in third strike.
What do you mean dodge and third strike? You never asked me to play it. Dodge and third strike. I can't dodge a challenge that never comes to me. Hello? He dodged me in Alpha 2 and an ST. I was on the couch the whole weekend. What's he talking about? Also, let's just talk about who got the higher placement in KOF.
Shake, I got you. I got him. Trust.
And this is what In Cross was here for.
This is
He's
a
like, I did, you lied.
money match. Money match? Is this what I'm hearing right now? Hey yo,
Like that's the
Fighter
thing.
Fest
like,
is 2
I'm
weeks
not
from
even
now. We
afraid
need to
play
get those
BB.
money
I know I'm
matches
getting
in there.
washed. I just have not had the energy to come through here.
Run the
That's the
set.
thing. I'm not even coming where it's like, oh, I don't want to get embarrassed. Like, I don't care if I get washed.
Run the
I know
set.
I'm gonna.
But yeah, is there anything else, Danny?
Level up, you come every week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, he's good. So
But yeah,
So
your day 1.
My day 1, I woke up. I went to work. I actually went to the major this time. I promise. So I worked until about 2 p.m. Get off, get my shit packed in my truck. I start driving. I get about 15 minutes away from my house, and you kind of do like you're thinking. It's like, all right, do I have everything?
yeah.
My sleeping bag is still at my house. Oh. So I turn back around, get my sleeping bag, really make sure I got everything. Finally start making that drive. I ran into pouring rain like 3 separate times trying to get up to this major.
Bro, Florida's weird like that, man.
A 3.5 hour drive turned to a 4.5 hour drive. I was dying. I got like the Smash stuff going up. Like I like listening to the stream matches and stuff like that, because I'm just trying to get myself hyped up into the mentality. And finally get there. I'm like, all right, I can check Twitter, see how everybody's doing, because a bunch of Smash people had pools that day. I scroll through, damn near everybody who I looked at, it was made it out of pools winner side, pools winner side, pools loser side. I'm like, SFL's fucking eating this major. We're doing good.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I finally get in there, say hi to some of my boys who I just happened to walk into. You know, like everybody's psyched to be there. Everybody's so happy. I go up to get my pass, and they're like, all right, I just need your ID and my vaccination card. I knew it was in my wallet, but do you ever have that moment to where it's like, I've already forgotten shit before? This would be the worst thing ever to finally be here and forget my vaccination card.
Oh my.
So, heart's beating out of my chest, look at my wallet, it's in there, thank God.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
give them that, get my pass, and I start walking in, and the second I walk in there, it's like, it was a familiar energy because I've been to conventions before. So it's like just kind of walking and seeing everybody kind of wandering around in like the big hall and stuff like that. It was really cool. But obviously, fighting games, you got like all the different games going on the big screen. So I'm just like, I'm taking it all in. I'm like, this is the best shit ever. This is my first major I've ever gone to.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never been to a major prior to this. So I'm walking around. I get to see some people play matches. Other people make it out of pools. Other people, sadly, couldn't make it out of pools. But that's just kind of how it goes. A lot of SFL team kills in pools, and I was very sad to see that.
Yeah, that's what happened with Strive and all the other fighters. Is like everyone in SFL is like had to eliminate each other either to get out of pools or get into like either top 96 or top 24.
Dude, Grand Blue had like 3 or 4 SFL players per pool. I mean, I get it because like SFL made up like half the bracket almost.
Yeah.
But it's still tough. Yeah.
SFL like showed out for this one. Like a lot of SFL people came through for all the different games. So, anyways, I'm finally sitting down playing friendlies. I kind of look over my bracket and it looks like a doable bracket because I don't know many of the people. Like nobody sticks out to where it's like, oh, if I play this dude, I'm getting washed. Yeah. Because I just don't know at that point. So I'm grinding friendlies with a couple of my friends, and I was talking with Lizard King, Nemesis, and Stans the Man, and Chunky, because all those people were people I was staying in my room with.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we're going to go get pizza later. Like, we'll let you know when we go over there. I'm like, all right, sure. So I'm sitting playing friendlies with Psychotics at that point. And then I look at my phone after like 30 minutes of playing friendlies, and 15 minutes ago they had texted me. They're like, yeah, we left to go get pizza. Are you coming? I'm like, fuck, I'm starving. So we get up. I go to get pizza. And as I'm walking out, that was when it was later at night, so that was when the fun characters started to come out.
Yeah.
You get people drunk driving, throwing Mountain Dew bottles at you and shit like that as you're walking down the street. I finally get to the pizza place. It was Captain Pizza. Dude, it was like it was a couple blocks down the way. It has good pizza, I'll vouch. I get there, and then Lizard King looks at me. He's like, "Hey, you finally made it." I'm like, "Yeah, excited to be here." He's like, "Did you run into the crackhead outside of the venue?" I'm like, "Well, which one?" Because there was a few. And he's like, "We were walking in a group, and this random lady came up to us, pointed her finger at us, and went snitch, pow, and then said nothing afterwards."
What?
What was that?
They were having fun, I guess. I'm not sure.
They were having fun.
So we sit down, we get our pizza, and then it was just kind of chilling out and hanging out. And like I said, all the pools had ended at that point, so we went back to the room after that. Oh, we were on our way back, and then we passed by a liquor store on the way. So Lizard King is like, yeah, we're going to go inside and get beer. And we had Hot Love and Chunky with us. We're like,
Minors.
listen, yes, we're like, you guys need to stay outside. This is a liquor store.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, okay. So we walk in. We're at the back wall looking at the different alcohol beverages, like which one we would like to get. And all of a sudden we hear behind us, hey, what are you guys getting? And they're fucking right behind us. I'm like, you guys aren't allowed to be in here. They're like, oh, we thought you were kidding. I'm like, no, we're not kidding. Get out. This is illegal. Like, if they ID you, nobody's getting sold anything. We're going to jail. This is not good. Anyways, they step outside. We get our beverages. Chunky comes back to the room with us because, like I said, he was staying with us. We end up grinding friendlies for until probably 2:30 in the morning. A couple people had pools at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So I had mine at 12, thankfully, so I was able to sleep in, comfortably. And yeah, I got there later in the day, so that was most of my first day. It was really cool.
Okay. Herbs, your first day?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, so.
Oh my God.
All right, so
Forrest G-Una.
All right. So day one, I'm feeling confident because I was going to participate in Mortal Kombat, but I dropped. I fully want to focus on Strive because our community is real strong, and I really wanted to show out Jacko. And, of course, I had the team with me supporting me and all that good stuff, and my pool was at 12. Me, I don't know about you guys. I hate, the 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. because my nerves just get worse because I see my friends do good, and I want to do good, So, of course, I'm first up. I'm nervous, obviously, and then I'm telling Saki, obviously another one of my friends, I'm like, yo, I'm a little bit nervous, because I really want to showcase Jackal. I put a lot of work in this and that. And then before my pool starts, she bought me this little Jackal kitty thing. And I'm like, oh shoot. Yeah. Yo, it's like a little kitty with the little kitty minions. I'm like, damn. Yeah, that thing was so lit.
That's the Wave Chan
Yeah. Shout out to Wave Chan.
I'm a big Wave Chan fan personally. I got actually my keychains right here. These are all Wave Chan. The
Goated.
The Marvel vs.
Goated.
Capcom ones.
Goated.
Yeah.
Goated. That thing powered me up. I think that thing legit powered me up. So yeah, of course, I had the teammates cheering me on and all that good stuff. Saki gave me the keychain, and I'm like, I have to do this. I gotta be positive because I'm the leader and stuff of Island. And then I do pretty good. I played pools. The first match, let me see what the first one was. Damn, I forgot. I think it was Eno. I think it was an Eno. No, it was one character, then an Eno, then I had to play on stream. So I did pretty good. Like I was just knowledge checking. Like Jackal's like she is not a common character because there's a lot of work and stuff. So as soon as I'm playing, I'm doing like layer 1 stuff and I'm kind of gimmick them out. Boom, it's just 3-0, 3-0. And then after that, I was watching my next opponent because that's what you want to do. You want to stop the competition. I seen the May and then I seen the Amelia, and the dude's like, you're going to play on stream, whatever. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, don't let it be May. Like, I hate Milia, but don't let it be May because in that matchup, obviously, I melt in one hit, is you have to play perfect. Like, I can't mess up. So I'll play the Milia and stuff, and then I see the Puerto Rican community, Red Roosters, shout out to them. Of course, I had the island people, and I'm on stream, and I'm a little bit nervous because it's Milia. I don't really do good in that matchup. And then I go on stream, and then I have the Puerto Rican community, I have the island community, also, like, everybody down here just supporting me, and it was just dope. I didn't really have the headphones. I needed some headphones, but I'm like, bump it. I'll tone them out. So that matchup was pretty good. I won that one. What was it? I lost the first one, and then I just hear people. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I got this shit. And then next thing you know, I just start hearing everybody cheering me on. And then it was 2-1, and in my mindset, I'm like, I have to close this out because I always go game 5 with Jackal. I don't know why. And then next thing you know, everybody's cheering me, and I hear like the Puerto Rican community. And then I was doing my combo for the win. It was the game 5 situation. And I did like the OTG combo. I could do it legit without looking. I'm just like this. And I just needed to hit one more button. I guess I didn't hit it. I kind of like popped off a little bit. And I'm like, fuck, bro. Because I like hear everybody. I just want to like just pop off with the combo. And then in my mind, I start freaking out a little bit because I'm like, I have to win this game. Because if I don't win, I think game 5, I might lose. So after that, I thank God I closed it. I popped off all that good stuff. And I'm feeling really good. And then it was the notorious other match. Because I already knew, like in my mindset, like I had everybody supporting me. And they're like, yo, like in my mindset, I'm like, I'm going to make it out of this pool. I'm play J-Ram, solid Nago player. I hate Nago. Like I grind that matchup like endless, but it's just like impossible. So I play him. And then the match is playing. I'm playing really solid. And I guess it was like, 98 seconds left, 1-1 each round. And then it was a scary situation where Nago, like, he does the Fukio forward. And then I was, like, panicking. My hand was shaking. I did the most godlike gold burst, I guess you can say. And it pushed him all the way this way. And in my mindset, I'm thinking, it's like 6 seconds on the clock, let me just teabag him. Like, because there's nothing he can do. You know what I mean? Because in my mindset, I'm like, I can teabag and I can block. And I guess the adrenaline was, like, rushing. I guess I wasn't holding block. But shout out to J-Ram though, because like obviously I could have just do 2D and serve and kick whatever. My mindset, I wanted to get in his head, you know what I mean? I wanted the teabag and then I wanted to like get in his head, but that backfired on me because he didn't give up for some reason. In my mindset, I'm like, you blood bursted, your blood's at 1 or whatever. I'm like teabagging, and he doesn't give up. He like super jumps. I'm like, there's nothing you can do. You don't have tension. You don't have nothing. Like you can't win. And then next thing, because his meter was 0 or it was like half like this. And I'm just teabagging. I'm like, there's nothing you can do, bro. Like, I won. Next thing you know, he does, like, a heavy slash. And then he gave him the meter. Because as soon as he did the heavy slash, I see 1 second. I'm like, I'm not going to die. And next thing you know, I see him do that super animation. I'm like, I went like that. As soon as that happened, I literally took my hat off. I'm like, bro.
It's the emo now in the.
The legendary emote.
And normally I never teabag anybody in my life. It's just I really hate Nago, and I feel like that was a perfect opportunity, which it wasn't. And yeah, that happened.
I feel like just by watching that clip, just that happening to Herbs, I could just see Herbs just deep within his soul.
If it would have been game 5, I would have definitely never done that, though. That was game 1.
Like if you were like way ahead, like at like 2 points ahead, that's like you definitely would have done that.
Dude, I was running for freaking 89 seconds or whatever it was.
You're a marathon.
He's the only soul with the biggest nuts.
Oh,
Biggest
my
nuts.
God.
The only guy.
Legend in my eyes.
And dude, and after that happened, you know what I mean? Yeah, because I never do that. I just felt like it was a perfect opportunity because I wanted the teabag and I wanted the timeout, dude. That would have been godlike, but unfortunately I flopped. And then what else? I won the next game because my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm so fucking stupid. I took my hat off. I'm like, I'm already a fucking meme right now. Like, I already knew it. I already knew it. That's why I took my hat off. I swear to God, I went like this. I'm like, fuck, I'm a meme. Fuck. I'm like, I gotta win this set. I was pissed off. And the next game I won, I'm like, all right, I can make this happen. And then he was just blocking every single fucking mix. I'm like, bro, what the hell? So the mix wasn't working, and then I couldn't run away for so long. He just downloaded and beat me 3-1. And then I went up to him and I apologized to him. You know what? I just really hate your character. Don't take it hard. He's like, no, it's cool, man. And then next thing you know, like 10 seconds later, he posted and shit. I'm like, fuck, bro. The mic started going up, but it's all cool though. And then, but the thing is, I made it out of pools. That was one of my goals, day one. So this is the anime game I'm trying to take seriously. I used to play MK11. It's completely different. Thank God to Flynn's. There's a lot of strong people that be helping me out. And yeah, it's been pretty good. And that was so far my competing, and then I got to watch the island people participate. That kind of makes me nervous because they're like my kids, you know. And I always tell them, don't focus on winning, don't focus on losing, just focus on playing solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I tell them, don't ever teabag nobody ever again. and then I watched Waluigi. Waluigi looked nervous as shit, dude. Like I seen his face. I'm like, dude, look at me, bro. You're gonna do good, bro. You just do your basic layer 1 stuff. Take a deep breath and just play solid. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about the clan right now. Just worry about you. And then I'm watching him play, and then I see him get his ass whooped for a little bit. And he did like a 1% comeback with Ram because he was fighting Axel.
Okay.
And he did like a cut. I looked away, and then I'm like, boom, and he came back with like a wake up super, and then he just blooded. It was like so ass, but it worked though.
That is what I know.
It was like
sadly.
he did the wake up.
Super hits.
But yeah, he started doing good though. I seen him do that, and then he went on stream 3 times, his first like actual major in 3 different games.
Damn.
Guilty Gear, what was it? MK, what was the third one?
Melting Blood.
Melting Blood. I told him like, bro.
Didn't you also compete in Tekken as well?
I wasn't streamed. I did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he participated. I'm like, bro, you got the biggest nuts, bro. To like, cause I used to go to.
talk about dudes that hands a lot of games. I mean, I'm gonna let him talk about it when he gets to his turn. But this dude,
I don't know how people do that, bro.
I don't know. I just
Cause
know.
me, it took me like, I don't know about y'all.
I died with 3.
I've been to CO like 4 years spectator, because I didn't know nothing about locals, or it was all new to me. And then once I went, but yeah, but dang, 6 games, I don't know how you do that. But yeah, after him, I was proud, obviously him, and then I was proud of Butters, even though he was a little sad to cheer him down. I'm like, bro, you had like season 2, Happy Chaos, you had to switch your play style, so don't get too hard on yourself. And then of course Saki made it out of the pools too. I was helping her lab Anji. I'm like, let's make this, because she was like, I don't know if. I'm like, you can fucking do this. We got a lot of strong people there. So she was labbing a mix. She did good. And then Creaky actually, it was his first major, so we had him. So it's basically his first major competing, and then from New York was Creaky X, and he did really well. He made like top 8, I think, VF, and a bunch of other games, and he made it out of pools too. He counterpicked a couple people though.
Oh,
he counterpicked one of the homies, a Faust. He looked at me like, should I go Axel? I'm like, hey, bro. So he counterpicked somebody.
It takes to win, you know?
Yeah, so he did that. And then he was playing MK, and his mindset is like, bro, I don't give a fuck about this game. And I think that's the most scariest thing, because he gatekeep like so many people, bro. It was just nuts, bro.
Yep.
And then what else? But yeah, everybody did good for the most part. And then Parson, unfortunately, he didn't get the top 8. He wanted the top 8 in MK11. Last year, he got 13th, and this one he got 13th. But it was good games, you know what I mean? Down to the wire, like 1 hit. So but everybody did good for the most part. Day 1 was pretty good, fun.
Solid. All right, I want to hear this legend. Give it to us, man.
My day 1, first time being at the Daytona venue, beautiful, loved it. Big as fuck. Like going in, I'm just like, fuck, this is big. This is big.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, this is big. Like,
Oh.
Hey, yo, no, I was kidding.
yeah,
That didn't even come to me, bro.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
Paul.
like it was so huge going into it, and I'm just taking it all in. And then I had for my day 1 it was Def Jam and Grand Blue, which were 2 games I was heavily focused on and doing good and hopefully getting out of pools with. Def Jam, I ain't gonna lie, I'm salty. I'm still salty about it because like I went 3-2, but I did no practice. Like I did not practice for the game. I didn't warm up for the game. I went 3-2, and this is just going off of just of my knowledge of the game, you know, in the past. Yeah, I had the day before I had to learn about all the band characters and band stages and whatnot. I was like, fine, whatever. I'll
Stages, my bad for a while. Like, what makes it band worthy? Like the train station or something? Like
Yeah, like insta kills and stuff like that. So band stages I understand, band characters I get, so I had to learn that. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just pick some random character, either Ludacris or David Banner or whatnot, or Capone, and just go with it. And I was getting solid wins with Ludacris, easy and whatnot, and the
I
person.
can't handle that game, man. Like, what's the Ludacris Omar Epps matchup like?
I was watching this.
The commentary on that must be solid.
Like, and just thinking about it, and I was just like, had I practiced the game, I'd have easily made top 8. Had I practiced the game, because one of the things that was fucking me up was extending the combos. Like when you throw someone onto like a wall or whatnot, you beat them up and then you go for the grab. I wasn't doing enough of that, and I wasn't my timing for like pairing the strikes. I wasn't getting them, so I'm going up against people using people like Danny Trejo and just haymakering me. Yeah, and I'm trying to like parry him. It's like I keep getting hit, and I'm just like I need to work on my timing. And I was like, had I worked on my timing, had I grinded that game prior to CEO, I'd have easily made top 8. The fact that I went in completely dry, not even playing the game for months, and I got 3 wins out of 2, and I got I think maybe 13th place, I'd have easily made top 8.
Oh, damn, you're 2 away from top 8.
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
I was recording this.
yeah. And I'm just like, if they have this game again next year, I'm going in. Top
There we
8.
go. There we go.
Top 8.
Hey, I might do that training arc with you, bro.
I'm shocked that there's a Death Jam competitive scene.
Yeah, they have it every
That's
year at
hilarious.
CEO actually, because this is the guy. I think Joey Bag of Donuts, the guy who won this year.
Yeah.
He's like the spearhead of that community. Like he always makes like the big push to get it out there. And I forgot where he lives exactly. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in Florida, but he always tries to make it like a big thing at CEO. And
Wow.
Joey's about it too, because like it's technically a side tournament.
Yeah.
But he always gives them like the main stage
That's
to
sick.
play out the.
Yeah.
I might.
What a
Next
homie.
year, Def Jam, I'm definitely hitting top 8. Grand Blue.
I might want to get in that scene of Death Jam because it looks.
You got to do some research though, because there's like 12 characters that are banned.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't.
He's like laughing like
You can't.
Snoop Dogg is
Snoop Dogg
Hero,
banned.
Silverback.
Snoop Dogg.
12 characters?
You can-
That's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg is- a lot of the rappers are banned.
Wait.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
sad.
I remember there was like a tier list of Def Jam that was out there.
No,
Yeah.
dude, you know what's messed up? That game is so broken that there's band characters and there's another tier above the band characters that are even better than them. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's messed up.
What is that?
That's crazy.
Hey, yo, Silverback, I don't know what
That's
you're
the
playing, bro,
emblem.
but it sounds crazy out there.
Yeah.
That's the emblem.
That'd be wrong.
Licensing has to do with licensing, and
Those are real people, and it's also like associated with a label that's like exploding right now.
yeah.
There's also the issue where, like, I know with older games, like the licensing for a song was that you buy it and then you keep it on the game. But like games nowadays, like Grand Theft Auto, for example, they have to keep renewing their
lose
licenses.
Yeah.
So if they do Def Jam, it's going to be a constant
Yeah.
money thing.
Yeah, that's the reason why, and I'm fine with that. But as long as people can play it like locally or whatnot, bring out the PS2s and get the controllers, and I'm ready to go. Just give me a controller, give me about a good 2 to 3 hours to lab the game, and I'll get my touch right back.
There we go.
Bro, that would.
Bro, if I win the whole thing next year, I'm popping the fuck off, and I'm.
Listen. Bro, I don't care who the fuck else is playing. If you are in grand finals of Def Jam, we're getting all of SFL on that
Yes.
shit.
We're getting everybody,
We're
bro.
getting everybody, and we're rooting for you.
Bro, I'm going to call
Yeah.
Bailey, but like, pull up right now, bro. Your homie's up there.
We're gonna make sure you win that grand finals.
You're gonna walk
easily.
out. I'll be your hype man with boombox and all that.
Who you play at Def Jam?
Ludacris and Capone.
Oh.
But I might switch to J. I might.
Yeah, for real, dude, no, we're gonna have the whole like SFO squads being like roll up.
And then Grand Blue, I did good in Grand Blue, which was a lot better than I did last year. There was a real close set. I think while you were there too.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a real close set. I went up against this other player who was using Lancelot, and because I knew the matchup, because after playing Echo a lot,
Yeah.
I knew what to look out for. But it was such a close set. I fucked up where I did not punish when he used his ultimate, and I blocked it. I didn't punish it, and it was literally just like that much health left.
Was it against Lennox? Do you remember the name? Maybe was he kind of like a tall-ish white guy like
Nah.
short hair? No, okay, I think it's someone else then.
Nah, but it was such a close set because it was literally just like final round, game 3, and I'm just like, I wanted to win.
Yeah.
I wanted to
course.
win, like, because as much as I've been like I've been playing Grand Blue, and for the longest I've been playing on the controller, and then I made the switch to stick, which I play even better on stick. So I was like, I'm sticking to stick now for Grand Blue. And when I went up against that guy, and it was just such a close set, and I did not punish that ultimate, I had to live. I had to live with that. I had to live with that, and I was just like, I was right there. But either way, I had a good time. I did a lot better than I did last year, which last year I went 0-2 in Grand Blue. This year I went 2-2, so
Good stuff.
I'm happy with that. And CEO Taku, I'm coming back for Grand Blue again, and hopefully make it out of pools.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
So for
the
other,
eternal grind.
yeah,
Eternal grind.
The eternal
but
grind.
my day one was with just those 2 games, which were my most important games that I really wanted to focus on. My day 2, which I'll talk about later, I really didn't care about those games or whatnot, but I have some interesting thoughts on that. And then I just, spent most of the day just hanging out with the homies and whatnot, getting photos and videos and whatnot, and that's it. So, Waluigi, your day 1.
Goodness. Yeah, day 1, the first thing we did was get breakfast at like one of those diner spots.
Yeah,
But yeah, I didn't have pools until 4 p.m.
lucky.
Here, so I end up distracted, like talking to people and stuff, and I just see Butters buying Among Us earrings.
Bro, I saw them at the artist alley, and I was like, bro, I'm buying these earrings. They're gonna know who Happy Chaos is, and they're gonna know
I
these.
saw those earrings. Yeah, those made me irrationally upset.
Bro, can you imagine?
I saw those earrings and my soul just left my body. I don't even know what to say.
Can you imagine you're playing my Happy Chaos, and you're just like, oh, this dude got Among Us earrings. He's free, and I'm like, full screen Sony, douche, douche, douche. GG, shake my hand. Oh, continue though.
Well, I came with the glasses and the
So
earrings.
fast forward to like, Guilty Gear.
Bathroom real quick.
Got you.
Fast forward to Guilty Gear, I was extremely nervous, and I'm glad I had Herbs and Saki at my side warming me up. And, like, I had to get mocked by Saki just to discipline myself and to calm myself down, because I had shakes. And the first person I went against was someone named Voodoo, who was an Axel main.
Oh, yeah, he's good, right? Yeah.
I beat him 3-0.
Let's go.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
The other voodoo.
No, but still, 3-0 is good shit though. Still.
Yeah, I was like nervous against the match, but my teammate Fight Creaky X actually plays Axel, so I had an idea of what to do in some situations.
Okay.
And then I woke up super.
Let's go. Back off that good, bro.
Oh yeah, because you were like 1%. Like you were like Magic Pixel.
16%.
Yeah, that's super ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, how I convert is still like I'm still on what Herbs would say as a layer 1, and I'm still learning my basics and such. So I'm impressed with that one. Then I got on stream and I went against a guy named Cheerio, who was like a really good Gold Lewis main.
Oh, okay.
I got mopped on stream, but
Damn, bro, you gotta hit up Beefy.
oh yeah, I'm definitely bugging Beefy later.
Yeah. You gotta get
I
that
have
experience.
beef with Gold Lewis.
Bro.
Oh yeah,
I was a good
he's.
sport
That
about it.
character is more fucked up than people give him credit for, in my opinion.
Funny thing-
I agree. Yeah.
The funniest thing is, I was so annoyed just because I didn't have any headphones.
Testament.
Oh yeah. The headphones is the tech. The headphones is the tech.
Yeah, I couldn't tune out properly because I'm hearing like the other people laughing about me and like my gameplay, and I was a little bit salty, but I got over it. And then I put my headphones on. I'm listening to some Mario Judah "I Mr. Rage" song or something like that.
Let's go.
I'm tuning myself out. Like I
Damn, you
had
got the
one
slave catching music on? Come on.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Silverback's not here. We're not canceled. We're good.
Butters, anyways.
I mean, yeah, take it out with me, bro. That's my career.
Yeah, the funny thing is I'm going against a Ramlethal, another one. I'm like, I know this matchup. And the funny thing is, I'm side talking with Herbs as I'm playing.
Oh my god.
Because I think he was talking to Saki. He's like, man, Waluigi must have been pissed by now. I'm like, no, I'm not. You should be focusing on your game. And I'm still mopping them.
Oh my goodness.
I went 3-0. Then I went against Amelia. I don't know the matchup, but I'm looking at the score right now, and it was like, I got outreed, but that was okay for my first like Guilty Gear major. I felt confident too.
Good shit.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
0-2 for years, bro. Like legit.
Yeah,
And you won on stream 3 times.
Yeah.
yeah, I went constantly 0-2 at Flynn's multiple times and got used to losing. I can learn.
I feel that.
And then Wow, is my mic not really picking up?
Man, say it with your chest.
That's
No, I'm kidding.
crazy.
But yeah, then I went Grand Blue. I went 2-2, but it wasn't much to talk about since I don't play Zoe. I sort of play Zoe, but I have an idea. But definitely want to learn the game a little bit more.
Zoe's cheap. Yeah, she's cheap.
I just like her zoning, and plus I choose the green skin just because of Legend of Zelda.
Right. Solid.
I know, but Jabali Land was so lit with the Mortal Kombat tournament.
Oh.
But the funniest thing was, I haven't played Mortal Kombat, touched it in a year, and I signed up for it anyways. I forgot there was a block button. I'm not gonna lie. Then I lost to like a great Mortal Kombat player called J2 Easy.
Oh, yeah, from Central Florida, right?
Is he from Central Florida?
Too easy?
Oh yeah, too easy.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, I played him in Grand Blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got smoked by him, and it was probably the funniest thing. Because I'm like, in mid-match,
He made top 8 at Mortal Kombat 11, right?
He did.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
He got fired.
I cracked up just because I realized there was a block button for Mortal Kombat.
Bruh.
But plus, that was supposed to be the first debut of me like custom making medals for the first time. I've showed it to the Fight Club chat, but seeing it in person, a lot of people were astonished, and that made me like my heart warm.
You know, with short time notice too. I just threw out like a crazy idea. I'm like, yo, I'm doing side time, just do 3D printing. Can you make medals? He's like, I'll give it a shot. Like literally 2 weeks, he came out godlike.
Oh yeah,
Solid, yeah.
5 or 6 trials and errors, and then I end up like finding a recipe.
Cooking it.
The funniest thing was also, we had a monitor from Patient Impulse, I think his name is. Yeah, the fact that I left my phone casually at the Javali Land, I trust him, FGC enough, and Butters came in clutch.
Bro, I saw your phone right there, and I was looking for you,
You're my
and
fucking hero.
you were fucking gone, and I was like, dude, somebody's gonna take his fucking phone. I'll take his fucking phone, bro. I swear to God.
Because I thought Parsa was using it as a hotspot, so I left it there since I felt bad because the signal was ass, obviously.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
But yeah, that pretty much concludes my day 1 experience, and that was probably a great amount of fun before the crazy shit happened.
All right. So, day 2. Instead of going over with Butter Punch, we're going to start off with herbs.
Let's go. I got mixed. He got mixed
We're
too.
going to start off with herbs.
All right, so thank God I got a strong mentality because day 2 had like a lot of messages regarding like the tea bag or whatever. I didn't really let it phase me that much, you know what I mean? I made it at the pools, I was happy, you know what I mean? There was
Yeah.
something really stupid I did, but I made it at the pools and I took my anger out in the losers run. I'm like, you know what? Like I put like the little clown emoji, try to like make fun. I'm like, yo, I'm coming back, like the Joker emoji. And I did pretty good though. Like I'm like, you know, everybody, I'm gonna get the last laugh. Like I'm gonna go far, you know. Let's get this top 8. So I did pretty good. Like in losers, I had to fight a Testament. I'm really comfortable with the matchup thanks to Saki. I think Jackal does really good with the buff because the minion can go through the projectiles. And that's, so that's kind of broken. And thank God they buffed. I've been complaining and everything I cried about Jackal for almost 6 months. Everything I got. So
I've heard
This is
this
there's no more excuses for me, so I'm like really,
You're the only guy who got what he wanted out of that.
dude.
package.
I was crying, bro. I think Daisuke was in my streams.
Like he's been begging, and then he finally got his wish.
Yeah.
And he's been going off with it.
Yeah.
I've heard this in person for 6 months straight.
And then I be trying to tell people at the match, I'm like, just backdash, just. But nobody still does it to this day. I'm like, right,
Oh
I'm
my
done telling you
God.
guys, whatever. So yeah, so day 2, I'm like, I gotta redeem myself. Like everybody's like, bro, you MK. Like they was like sending me death threats and everything in the messages, bro. It's crazy. Yeah.
Death threats?
Yeah, bro. Like they was like, bro, go kill yourself. All this stuff. I'm like, whatever.
I hate Twitter, man.
Bro,
That's
it's crazy. I'm like, damn, bro. I didn't know the anime community like doesn't like tea bags or something. Like, bro, it was crazy. I had like a lot of things, but it was all cool. Like I got a really strong mentality. So loser side, I played a test and I did pretty good. It was 3-1. After that, I think it was like a Soul. It was a really stressful matchup because you have to play perfect. I get hit once, then I'll die. And then I met one of the Puerto Rican communities. I'm from Puerto Rico. From Red Rooster, I think he was. And he's like, oh, what's up, man? He gives me a hug, you know. And then I'm like, damn, bro. Because I think that was for like top, 32 or something. And then I lost to the Noggle, which I was a little bit upset. So then I'm like, I got to grind the matchup.
It's your kryptonite.
And then after that, I was watching everybody else play in the island. They did really good. Creaky was counter picking the hell out of everybody. I was making
Oh my
fun
God,
of
that
him.
was beautiful.
Yeah, that dude did like a reverse 3 on somebody, and they were like grinding the game hard, bro. They had like their whole crew, dude. Like, you ever like played somebody where their whole crew's like cheering on them?
No.
And then next thing you know it, like my homie like reverse 3 on them, and I seen him skip it because I didn't watch the set. I walked towards him, and I never seen him like smile like that and skip. And I'm like, what happened? He said, nothing. I just reversed 3-0 with my crusty Shang Tsung. I'm like, oh. You know what I'm talking? I'm like,
I know
damn,
exactly
Creaky,
what you're
bro.
talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did pretty good. Creaky did good in Third Strike because he lives in New York. That's a really, really strong scene. I want to go out there to grind, you know. And he did really good. He lost to like Chris G and somebody else, so he was shy of top 8 on that. What else? Day 2, I did a single elimination tournament that day. It was for Guilty Gear Strive. That one was really hyped. They had Four Face Buttons got second. No, he got third place.
He got third.
He got third place. You remember that one Faust player that he
Yeah.
banged the chair or whatever because he dropped the game with a combo?
Yeah.
So he got his run back. So that was a really fun event. Bro, those side events, like they walked out with bank. Like each like side event, the first one I know was day 1, but I forgot. That dude won with the worst character in the game. He walked out like $200. $200 in the medal. So yeah, that was cool. Day 2 was Anji. Like yo, the grand finals was Anji versus
my
Faust. I
God.
wish it was on stream, bro. 2 bottom tier characters. That was really fun. Day 2, what else? But yeah, man, I was just chilling with the homies. That was pretty much a relaxed day for me. Just watching everybody else play. Yeah.
All right. Joy-Con, your day 2?
Oh, my bad.
You're good. You're good. So I woke up. Anyways, yeah, that's it. So I woke up. We ended up going to get Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, just get breakfast, and go to the venue. 10 a.m. rolls around. A bunch of people in my room had their pools going on. Chunky made it out of pools because, you know, one of the best players we got down here.
Yeah.
Lizard King ended up against Sean, who's like a really, really good CFL Falcon player. Dude plays Falcon on a box, which is the craziest shit to watch. Like, you're playing Smash on a box. No, it's not cheating. It's just nuts. Like,
No, it's okay. You can call it cheating.
but anyways,
It's Smash Bros.
it's Smash Bros. So yeah, I think everybody in my room except for Chunky didn't make it out of pools. Which stunk because it's like you want everybody you're rooming with to make it out of
Yeah.
pools. So
Yeah.
12 o'clock rolls around. My pool finally shows up. I'm sitting there. I check in for my pool. I've been totally fine until the check-in comes, and then I start shaking.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a hoodie. I know it's not because my ass is cold.
Yeah.
I'm fucking nervous.
Yep.
So I finally sit down my match. It's with this guy named Lupasan.
Oh, that's shout out to the homie.
Yeah, Lupasan.
Yeah, one of my good friends.
Little Mac.
Oh, that's what he remembers.
Oh, that's like,
So I sit down and he goes, all right, this is my last game. I'm like, how many games do you play? He's like, 5. I'm like, how the hell do you do that shit? He's like, this is my last game. I got to play in. He's like, all the other ones. He's like, I'm doing like mixed in, but this is my last game. I got to play. So he sits, he picks Roy. I pick Little Mac. Game 1, I beat him because I don't think he plays Smash too much.
Nah.
But
That sounds like a toxic match.
no, and then it was toxic game 2 because he switched to Young Link on me. And he just sat back throwing fucking fire arrows at me. I'm like, you're a dick. So I end up beating him. I'm like, all right, cool. First round out of the way, Jetter's out of the way, I'm good. Round 2, I'm set up to play this guy named Benji, who's a San Diego Cloud player. I played him earlier the week in Bool, and he kind of washed my ass. So I'm like, fuck, this is rough. I'm going to have to beat him.
Oh God.
I'm sitting there, waiting. Tio comes up. Yeah, he DQ'd. I'm like, we take those. We take those. So
take those.
my round 3, I'm watching. My buddy Psychotics plays Fox, and he was helping me grind the matchup because I'm like, if I manage to beat that, I'm gonna need help with this Fox player because his tag is Izunia. He used to be Zurak, and he was he was like one of our best Fox players down here in his prime.
Yeah.
And I watched some VODs of him, and he's still really, really good. So I'm watching him play a Diddy Kong, and he's washing this Diddy Kong right in front of me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to play him. So we sit down, play our match. I put in the headphones. I'm all serious. I got fucking Soul's theme rocking in my headphones. I'm like find your one way. Let's fucking do this. I get 2 stopped. Game 1. So Psychotics is like, bro, remember the shit that I taught you? And I'm like, you played Chip, right? He's like, yeah. I played Chip's theme. I reversed 3 stock him game 2. Like took the stock 1 really fast. Stock 2, I got KO punch on deck. I'm like, I get 1 read, he's dead. Down tilt F tilt puts him at 15%. I read the tech roll out, KO punch, kill him.
That's what's up.
I'm like, all right, let's fucking roll.
That's
I'm good.
sick.
So if I win this game, I have to fight Jake, who's like a CFL Steve player who's like borderline PGR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
So game 3 comes up. He counter picks me to Town and City. We're both going back and forth. It's last stock, last hit.
Oh, man.
Fucking catches me with an upper. I barely lose. I was so heartbroken because I wanted to fight Jake in the worst way. But I'm feeling good. I was playing confidence. So I'm like, all right, so losers run, here we go. My first round of losers was a wolf player we have down here, Mr. Raisin.
Yeah.
Game 1, he was kind of waxing me. I came back, reverse 3-0'd him. Game 2, I adjusted, beat him. Watching my next round, it's the same Diddy player I almost had to fight earlier versus a Steve player.
Mm.
The Steve player.
Fucking Steve player.
I need to hear. I need to know the.
His name's Steve.
I need to know the context of the Steve. I hear Steve is like
Steve from
trying to get
Minecraft, bro.
banned.
Minecraft's like the best player. Like
He's nuts.
Is he top 1, top
He's
2?
nuts.
He's nuts.
He's nuts.
I
Like,
keep hearing about this. Elaborate.
watch some of the stuff that Steve does and like some of the top players, like some high-level Steves do to top players who are like at the best of the best at this. They make them look like fucking clowns half the time. With the setups and shit that they got.
So broken, like the blocks or whatever, like strong.
Blocks helps you get like easier tech chases. Minecart is basically if you jump out of it, it's a command grab that you can jump and get an F smash off of because it takes forever to fucking mash out of it. Steve, if Steve can get diamond and then find another diamond material, so when you take that first stock, he gets crafting table with the respawn invincibility, gets another diamond, he's ready to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that character is crazy. I've been watching clips like I don't play competitive Smash anymore. Like I could just tell like Steve is fucking crap.
It's
Oh my
toxic
God.
at times.
Steve is crap next to
It's
Kazuya.
toxic.
Bro.
Yeah. Steve and Kazuya are like
They're the
broken.
most.
Kazuya's broken? I thought he was.
Yeah, Kazuya's broken.
Riku
Dude,
and
I-
hard as fuck though. Kazuya's actually really hard.
Oh my God!
Like he's hard to
Incross
learn,
just
but like
said
he's
this.
busted when you figure it
play the
out.
game like that.
Yeah, it's like if you can play Kazuya, he's really good. But the problem is that
my
like,
God.
like think about-
Incross
think
is
about
literally
all
in the
types
chat
of-
saying,
like,
Right.
just in general, right?
Yeah, like-
Then you have to transfer that into Smash.
God.
Right?
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
just
And think of
think of
He's like the third thing. Smash players.
yeah, just think of doing a just frame for perfect electric
Yeah,
wind god fist.
yeah.
Right.
But then like with Smash, like they made it. I guess Sakurai made it a less. But they,
It's like
No,
less-
it's like a 3-frame window as opposed to 1-frame window,
Yeah.
but it's still like you're hitting an electric on a fucking like GameCube analog.
There's a lot.
but
There's a
there's
lot
some, but
going
people have
into
gotten
that.
very good at that, so it's like,
my
okay,
God.
There's people that can do it
it's like,
consistently.
oh, did I grab you at 0? Down throw, electric wind god fist, nair, because nair spikes, because fucking why not?
Oh my God!
Why not?
Nair, trip, up kick, fucking F tilt into it. Like you can do 70 to a stock. Like
The trip is called Demon's Pedal.
Oh my!
pedal.
Oh my God! Yo,
Know your shit at least.
yo, I'm still laughing right now because Incross literally said the same thing.
God,
He's just like Steve from Minecraft and Kazuya are broken. Quotation marks. Smash is funny as fuck.
Smashes.
And then Beef.
Damn, bro, like these dudes are complaining about a fella named Steve.
Oh, then we got Beefy. He's like
We got
Steve does
Beefy
not
Steve,
need
bro.
to be banned. Whoever's name is Steve, technically though does.
Say fuck Steve, bro.
Bro.
Steve accounting?
Steve.
Fuck that guy.
And then,
and people just go around with like banning the character. Like so.
oh my God, Incross is like, how is Smash real?
Anyways, so back to my man's story
Yes,
about having
yes.
to fight the Steve.
Yeah, so yeah, that's literally what happened. I'm watching this Steve player bully this Diddy Kong player, like bully the fuck out of him, and I'm just like, I talked to Apple, who was like one of our Steve players down here. I'm like, hey, have you heard of a guy with a tag named Flame Exists? He's like, yeah, he's pretty good. He knows all the Steve shit. Good luck. I'm like,
You're on your own, buddy.
yeah, literally, I'm like, oh fuck, because I got like 2 minutes until the set's over, because he's like last stock, so I'm just kind of mentally preparing myself for fighting a Steve, and I go to sit down. And the guy who gets up, there was somebody like kind of watching the set, and like he was hyping up the Diddy Kong player, because he's like, yeah, he's like, I watch how you play this, like I watch you play Diddy, like it makes me enjoy watching the character, like he's being genuinely nice. So I'm like, oh, we love that, like. So I sit down, put my tag in. He picks Steve, I pick Little Mac. The dude, I swear to God, stops mid-sentence, looks, and goes, oh no. Like, just has that look of like, this is not going to be pretty. And he was absolutely right. It wasn't. I 3-stocked him game 1.
Okay.
After game 1, I'm like, you're not Riku, you're not Apple. I got this set.
Yeah.
Second game was last stock, but ended up clutching it because a lot of times Little Mac kind of just beats out frame data from Steve.
Yeah.
Because like there's something you can do where it's like if you down angle F smash his shield or Steve's shield, he's in so much end lag that it's like you can get another option out. But if a Steve grabs you, if you side B, you can just demolish them because it comes out so fast. So I did that, took that for the stock, won. I'm like, all right, so I have to fight either a Georgia Lucas player or Pillow from SFL to get out of pools.
Right.
Pillow fucking loses, so it's an SFL team kill to get out of pools.
Oh.
And going into this, Pillow has always rocked my shit when we ever played because Lucina Little Mac is just kind of awful.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
yeah.
I considered playing Sora because that's a second character that
Let's go.
that's like my second main basically because it's for certain matchups I don't like. But I'm like, my little Mac's playing hot today. I can't switch off of it. Game 1, I end up 2-stocking him.
Oh.
So I'm like, all right, like just keep riding the momentum. Game 2, it was last stock. I barely whiffed a KO confirm because I knew he was going to retreat to plat. So I read that and tried to get it, and I just missed the KO. Last stock, last hit. He ends up backering me. I lose. Game 3, he fucking 3-stocked me. He adjusted hard to what I was doing, and I got washed game 3.
Wow.
But like, I'm like,
That's tough.
yeah, but I'm just like, GG's, go fuck it up. Like, I'm glad SFL made it out of pools.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy for the region. So I'm like,
course.
no matter what happens, I'm not upset. And
Yeah.
for my first major going 3-2, or technically 4-2 if you want to count DQs.
Let's go.
I was happy.
Yeah, man,
Like, I was happy with how I played.
Yeah, man.
And then the rest of the day was just kind of watching a couple other people play because at like 4 o'clock, that's when they started the next wave of pools. So I got to see Chunky Kong play. We got to see Dominator actually beat Vinny G in Smash
Yeah, I saw that.
because Vinny G plays Snake in Smash.
Oh, he plays Smash too?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, he plays Snake and
Zero,
Oh, yeah, he does.
Zero,
yeah,
Zero mentioned in commentating in Strive that he also plays Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He even includes myself,
He's-
even though I don't play Smash.
he's really good. Like, and that was a really hype set to watch because Vinny G won game 1, and the Dominator caught him with an up smash that didn't quite kill. But Snake was holding on to a grenade, so he got launched up. And near the blast zone, the grenade popped off and ended up killing him.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And then game 3, Dominator just knew what he was doing and just whooped him.
Good shit.
Yeah, so like overall SFL was popping off, and
Yeah.
then the set with Yanni happened with Dominator.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is a little bit of like beef that's going on because CFL is normally with the Smash community known for being incredibly toxic when rooting against people.
Yeah.
Shout out to Burger King.
Okay. Got the crusty ass crowns.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like SFL was rooting for Dominator, obviously. CFL was also rooting for Dominator because everybody hates Steve and Yanni plays Steve.
Oh, okay.
But like when Yanni ended up winning, they started like booing his ass and shit. I'm like, bro, come on.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy.
I heard
That's
that-
awesome.
I just heard that across like the venue. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Going on?
they even showed they showed Yanni's pop off on the big screen too for the Smash thing.
That's funny. I haven't heard of people booing Smash players since like that 1 year at Evo.
With the Bayos,
They
yeah.
were just kind of like at
Yeah.
gunpoint holding, you know.
Yeah, they're just holding guns for like a minute. Yeah.
I remember that. Good times.
Yeah. But then there was that, and then Saturday night, because after everybody kind of played, there was only a couple people I think even made it to like top 32. I think did Riku make it to top 32? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Steve player, you know.
So if you made it out of pools, did you make top 32 or
No, if you made it out of pools, it was 128.
128? Oh yeah.
Yeah. That,
Oh, that's
that-
stacked.
that's another thing.
Smash.
I was getting seeded under people who have never played the game before. I was like seed 630
Wow.
by the time it was all said and done. I ended up getting out at like 129. So I'm like,
That's
just
good.
seed. At least put me in like the 300s. Like I know I'm not cracked, but like I played the game.
Yeah.
So then Saturday night rolls around, and I'm just kind of looking for shit to do because all the matches are basically over for the day. We basically know where everybody's at. And first I want to say, shout out to Rada, one of our players down here. This man makes the best banana bread you will ever fucking have in your life.
I've actually heard about the banana bread.
It is hard vouch. He showed a picture on Twitter, and he's like, yeah, I made a bunch of, like, he made like 7 loaves of different kinds of
What?
banana bread for everybody. And I'm like, how much? He's like, bro, I'm not charging. Just come by and I'll get you. So we go by, and this man pulls out a backpack, and he's got like all of them in like separate baggies of stuff.
And he's in West Palm, so.
Yeah, and he's in West Palm, so like, hit him up. He's always making it. He's always looking to get like deliver and stuff like that. He's
You got that banana bread.
bro, it's good stuff.
I've
It's
always wanted a banana
vouch.
bread plug.
But I don't like bananas.
Okay.
See, that's where I'm saying. I don't want to be that guy. But thank you for breaking the ice there.
I don't want to be that guy.
If you like bananas and you like bread, just saying. So Saturday night rolls around after we get our banana bread, and I'm looking for stuff to do. So Hachi, which is Diabeo's partner, ends up making a tweet where it's like, hey, any mutuals who want to go out to dinner, we're trying to go to Sloppy Joe's tonight. So I'm like, all right, that sounds like fun. So we meet up in the hotel lobby. There's like fucking 20 of us. So we all go, we make our way down there, and we go to the bar. They're like, yeah, all our pools are over. We're trying to drink until we can't see straight. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Perfect.
So they're like, yeah, we're gonna get this thing called a fishbowl. I'm like,
That sounds toxic, bro.
what is that? They're like,
Yeah, it does.
they show me a menu, and it's different mixed drinks you can get that's literally just in a plastic fishbowl. And I'm getting to why I didn't go to your punching bag thing. This is part of the reason. The fishbowl is at fault
Okay.
here. So we all get one, each individual one.
Oh boy.
Mind you, $22. But bro, you can't taste the alcohol in it, but that shit hits you when you're finished.
Oh, it's one of those. Those are dangerous.
It was like
Those are
probably
dangerous.
this wide and like that tall.
Oh shoot.
Not kidding.
Nah, but the worst drinks, like you were saying, is the ones where you can't taste the alcohol because you drink a couple, it's like, oh, I'm good, right? That it doesn't
And
bring
then
your
once you
chest yet.
stand up, you're like,
You're like,
oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Yup, yup.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you gotta look in the mirror in the bathroom like, I'm good.
Like you're not ready for the mix-up the alcohol is giving.
Oh, God, no.
No,
So
you look at yourself in the mirror. It's like, oh, my vision's straight still, and then you don't realize the mirror around you is like.
dead ass. But yeah, so like we get that, and we're all sitting at the table. My table is Choco Taco, Dr. Black Guy Gamer, Rada, and then one of our other buddies, Kenny. Super fun group. Like we're all shit talking, laughing, and stuff like that, having a good time. Shout out if you're watching this. Shout out to Dr. Black Guy Gamer because this dude is like a 6'6", 300+ pound dude, and this motherfucker can drink.
What?
He can fucking drink. So because AJ, who's Choco Taco, after he finishes his first fishbowl, he's like, that shit was really good. I'm gonna get another. So we're like, you sure about that, buddy? He's like, yeah, I'm good. And I'm like, all right, go ahead. We start bar hopping after we finish at Sloppy Joe's.
Oh,
We're
no.
going to another one. And they're like, oh yeah, you can't bring outside drinks in. So we're like, all right, that's fine. So we step outside trying to figure out what to do because Hachi and Diabeo both have their one that they were sharing still. And Choco Taco is sitting alone at one of the high top things like this with about a quarter of his drink missing. He's like, I can't finish this shit, bro. I can't finish it. So Dr. Black Guy Gamer goes, fuck it, hand it to me. So he starts chugging it. One of the people there goes, you're gonna get a brain freeze. And now 3 seconds later, pulls it away. He goes, why the fuck did you say that? Because now he's got a brain freeze. So I'm like, all right, I got you. So we take turns tag teaming, chugging this fucking fishbowl. We power through it. We're popping off. They're like, you're gonna feel that in about 15 minutes. I'm like, the alcohol or the brain freeze? They're like, no, the alcohol. I'm like, all right, we'll see how we feel. So we're going to did you see the bar that was like right next to the elevators, like the little kind of bar in the hotel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we go to that one, and we meet up with a bunch of people we know there. TK Breezy was there, Vicky Kitty, a bunch of different like Smash announcers, and a bunch of our other friends were there. Aerodusk, DGK was there. So we're all
DGK?
hanging out with them. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm feeling good. All that shit hit my stomach at the same time, and like my stomach ain't feeling good.
Oh,
Like not
boy.
enough to throw up, but just where that shit did not feel good. So I'm sitting there, I'm just playing chill, and I'm getting introductions to people I haven't met before, and I turn around, and what the fuck do I see? But Dr. Black Guy Gamer double fisting Coronas, sitting on the couch, and I'm like, how the fuck are you still drinking? He's like, I'm a big fucking dude. So like, all right. So I finish that. I go back up to the room because I'm trying to chill for a bit, trying to let my stomach settle, and I'm sitting on my sleeping bag. I'm chilling. Everyone's like, you look like shit. I'm like, just give me a few. I'll be fine. They're like, we're gonna go to Coda SB. Like, we're going to Coda's room to hang out. Are you coming? I'm like, no, I gotta meet up with Silverback and them at Jabali Land. I'm like, I might catch up with you guys later. I passed the fuck out on the sleeping bag.
That's fine.
Wait, how many fish bowls did y'all have?
I had the one, and then we shared the basically 3/4 one, so about 1.5 each.
Oh, okay, so it's not a whole aquarium. Thank God.
No, it was not a
It's
whole.
not a whole
And then the next morning, something very interesting happened, but I'll save that for my day 3.
All right. Danny boy, your day 2.
Day 2, I was mostly in spectator mode. Well, actually, before I go to day 2, you reminded me something of the seating that I want to throw in really quick before we go into before I go into my day 2 experience. So there's this dude from Japan whose name I do not remember at this time, but he runs a blog totally dedicated to Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, right? He, peeps at all the events, right, that's happening, right? Kind of breaks down, like, who there is to know, what you should be looking out for, right? So he does a write-up for CEO. What he does is every person who's seated, he does, like, this weird, like, Sherlock Holmes detective work where he goes in and he, like, figures out everything he does. I was seated for CEO. So it was mad random because this dude, Gandito, he starts posting this thing. He's like, hey guys, look, he wrote about me in this blog. So I'm going through the blog. I'm like, wait, that's my name, right? So I go through. It's so weird. Granted, this is all technically public information on my Twitter, but the guy goes in and they're like, oh, this person is Danny Boy, 23 years old, South Florida. Looks like they train with Neo Karsh and Gandito all the time. It looks like they play. What they did is they looked at my Start GG. They looked at my Start GG and they looked at every game that I've ever entered in my life.
Oh
right?
my God.
And they posted everything. So they're like, this guy is a Street Fighter 5 Grand Blue KOF 15, KOF 14, Multi Blood Type Lumina, Sam Show, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Persona 4 Arena Player.
Oh my God.
Seems to be very talented in multiple games. I'm like, hey, yo, calm down with that a little bit, right?
Bro, they Nard War you pretty good.
And then they were going through it. They were like, okay, so Danny placed this event, or I'm sorry, this place in this event, and then this place in this other event. So it seems like, they're really improving and going into it, right? And they like started linking my tweets and shit, and they started linking the South Florida results and like some of the Flins results too, right? Being like, looks like they're about this level. I'm like, who is this guy? How does he have the time frame to do this for like 20 people? I thought it was like crazy, right? I felt like I've been like I felt like I got doxxed almost, But that was dope. But anyways, Saturday for me, I'm not gonna lie, I was mostly in spectator mode. The first thing I did was actually watch Grand Blue Top 8. That was at 11 this morning, and I had to watch it because the boys.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, out of the 4 people in Top 8 winner side for Grand Blue, 3 of them were all South Florida, right?
Yeah.
So Neo Karch, Gandito, Mad Best Killer all made Top 8 in winner side. So that was super cool, right? So I was there, supporting, watching the boys. Unfortunately, I had to dip a little bit in and out because I had to play KOF pool at 12 that same day. But yeah, it was super cool to see. Our highest placing player was Gandito, who ultimately got 3rd. And I think the other 2, I want to say tied for 5th. I think
Did they
so.
get the intros to the Grand Blue or no?
Yeah, they got the intros because it was in the arena. It was the first game in the arena, so there weren't a lot of people there. But yeah, it was super cool to see. As far as my KOF pool went, my goal was to at least match what I made at Combo Breaker. At Combo Breaker, I got 30 something. I don't remember. Oh, 33rd. 33rd. I ended up getting 25th for KOF this tournament, so
Nice.
mission accomplished. I unfortunately, and a lot of SFL people are going to be very sad to hear this, I unfortunately got double limited by CFL, right? Because the guy I lost in winners in pools was a CFL player, and then I ended up losing to Argenrost in losers, who, Argenrost is super good at pretty much every game he touches, right? KOF is no exception. So it definitely wasn't a bad loss. It also was a bit closer than I thought it would be initially. So it's a loss that I don't mind necessarily, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like, damn, I know, like, if I put in the work for next time, I know for sure that I can do a lot better. So, I'm looking forward for the next big tournament that I can go to for KOF. Unfortunately, CO Taku's not going to have it, but
Sadly.
yeah, I get it.
Side
It's-
tournament.
there'll probably be a side tournament, so I'll definitely be looking into that. I get it because it's not really an anime game.
Yeah,
right?
but they have 14.
They did have 14, so that's why everyone was holding out hope. But honestly, I'm gonna be real. I wasn't expecting 15 to make it. So to me, I wasn't really disappointed, but I understand why other people were.
Yeah.
But anyways, that happened. As soon as I was finished with KOF, I went over to go watch and finish Grand Blue Top 8. Ren, which is one of the Japanese players, he ended up taking the whole tournament, so good stuff to him. Excuse me. After that, played some casuals and ended up watching KOF Top 8. My boy Aincross is getting hyped because one of the dudes he knew from Brazil was out there in Top 8. So he was getting hyped with them. I was watching that. After that, what happened afterwards? I was just around in the area trying to get food, trying to get some games in. Weren't a lot of people playing casuals on day 2, which is something I think I'll get into later. But I did my best to try and get games where I could. Eventually ended up hanging out in Jabela then afterwards. There was like a bunch of parties that apparently either I wasn't privy to or I just didn't know where they were. So unfortunately missed out on some of those. But, I still had a good time overall. I actually got to play DNF early that day because I found the plug. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so I was playing DNF. I was complaining about it the whole time. Right?
Okay, so you weren't the only one though. Bro. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, but I don't want to make this whole thing about my opinions about DNF. So overall, did okay in KOF. Could have done better, but especially considering that KOF, this is like the first KOF I'm taking seriously like that, right? Definitely can't complain too much about the experience, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like I definitely want to try and go in and potentially do better next time. So that was my day 2. Not really too eventful, just cheering on the boys mostly.
Okay. Ultimate Wielder.
I wake up around like almost 9. I immediately get ready. My dad calls Uber straight to the conference. because my KOF bracket was around 10 a.m. I immediately got there and got like a match in before it actually started. I went 2-2. Didn't make it out of the bracket, but I did fight against Nothing XS, the guy who commentates KOF 15.
Andres, the homie. Shout out to Andres.
Yeah, no, like the first match, I did better. Like I was able to punish like Iori's Rekka, and then the second match, I don't know what happened. Like I couldn't punch it because my mind was doing something else. Cause like most of the time, because when I was playing KOF, sometimes I would see Iori just delay Rekka and then just wait for the third hit to like, delay it. But then this one was a different story because they don't just go for the third hit; they can just wait it out.
Yeah.
And like I could have punished, but I was thinking something
Games, brother.
But we talked about it. Like I wasn't mad or anything. I just think I could have done better. But like, it was really nice talking to him about the match and the things that I could have done better. And then after that, just walked around, watched Incross play on stream KOF along with Danny. They played very well, so it was nice to see them play. And then watched the other guys play also on Strive as well. They played also really cool. And Marvello on Marvel 3. Marvello.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
Marvello playing Marvel 3 is like, he still got it. Like he played it.
Stick or hitbox? My bad for interrupting you.
I think he played Hitbox.
Oh wow.
Because I thought he said he played fight stick for that game.
I think. I don't know. Probably.
I think he was.
I feel like he did a stick, but I don't remember that.
Really?
I don't
We
know.
would have to ask him.
Yeah, we'll have to ask.
Yeah.
Because I know I saw him. I was like right there in the front, like, but I didn't notice.
And it was fun watching the other guys who play Strive here every Sunday. They played really awesome, and it was nice to see them on stage as well. And just walked around. Even got to meet Zero, the guy who commented on the mod I use for Strive.
Nice.
Yeah, and then just got picked up early, which I could have stayed for longer. And then that was just my day 2 experience, really.
Okay.
Oh, Beefy
Cool.
says Marvello plays on stick for Marvel.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how I was
yeah.
like.
Okay.
He's like, that muscle memory don't leave me.
All right, El Creep Blue, your day 2.
Well, my day 2 woke up, made me a sandwich, and then just get ready for the venue. I got like my KOF pool at 12, and I got there like at 11. I was just training room. I was like labbing stuff, looking at stuff for like geese, like setting up like safe jump and everything, because that's something that I'm lacking. Because I put like a lot of time like trying to like understand KOF, but now I'm like, okay, now I gotta get more technical, and I didn't even think I was gonna make it out of pool, so here I am. I end up getting 33rd place, which I think I could get better, but it's just like right now like my focus with fighting games is like all over the place. Like I'm here playing Street Fighter, I'm here playing Guilty Gear, I'm here playing KOF, and then recently I started playing some Marvel vs. Capcom 2, so I'm like, dude, focus in one game, do good.
Yeah, it'd be like
The FGC curse.
Yeah, but it's just like they're so fun. Like they're fun. It's like I want to have a good time. Like I just like I know I want to get good at one, but I like playing. You know, changing it from time to time. But pretty much after like my pools, I was just chilling, watching the boys playing their pools, mostly Beefy. And after that, I was gonna play the Super Turbo bracket, which I have something to say. So, I get there like at Bailey Land. The bracket was supposed to start at 4, and like I don't know, I'll say like 5-10 minutes before the bracket starts, like we were supposed to to play on the TV setups, kind of like we did in Combo Breaker, and out of nowhere they just take the sign and they just move it to the arcades. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And they're like, oh no, we're not playing anymore in the TVs. We're gonna play in the arcade machines. And I'm like, what? I was like, okay, that's fine. I play on stick before, because recently I'm playing Hitbox, but I got the experience, so I can definitely play. And actually, I think I prefer playing on stick for Super Turbo for some reason. But I kind of felt bad because I saw some people playing with the Hitbox and PS4 controllers. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, and it was like the arcade cabinet is like they don't have anything to plug in, so I was like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I waited 1 hour to get a game, Cause literally they only had like one arcade machine, and then they were waiting for people to finish their third strike matches or whatever. I don't know if it was casuals or anything, and then slowly turning them into Street Fighter 2, and I'm here waiting. And I was like, it's been an hour. Like, I don't want to be mean or anything, but I said DQ me because I want to see my boys that I want to play. Because I had like a friend that was playing Grand Blue, and it was like his first major, so I wanted to see him. Yeah. So I was like, hey man, like I know, like right now it's like a tough place because you guys like changed last minute, but DQ me said, oh, but you want to play. Got my game, went 0-2 against a champ player, and I was like, okay, now DQ me, and I just went to watch my boys. But yeah, it was kind of sad because I was really hype of playing it, but it's just like I didn't want to stick the whole night just waiting to play the game. I know I wasn't gonna get that far. Like I played the game for fun, but it wasn't like a major focus for me. And then there was like other issues like. They had people like playing other games. Like I know they have Justin Wong, Bailey, and whatever. So it's like, okay, yeah, but like you gotta wait for your match because he's playing like KOF top 8. He's playing doing that. So I was like,
playing like 10 games.
Yeah. So it's like you have a lot of people playing other games, and then plus like we only playing like one game per cabinet because we only had like 1 or 2 for like the first hour. So I was like, I'm out. So I think after that it was just expecting Beefy killing it with Gold Lewis. Yeah, and then I think I went to see some KOF top 8 and then back to Beefy. And yeah, that was my whole day. Just playing games, some casuals here and there, watching the boys. Not too much.
Nice.
All right.
Solid.
All right, Butters, your day 2.
All right, so day 2, I think I wake up at like 10, same time, because, we're just waking up, got to be early for this kind of shit. So I go in and I look at my pools for Mortal Kombat because that's the other game I participated in. That bitch was at 6 o'clock. So I was like, fuck.
Same time that I got my strife bracket.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, dude, why is it the demon hours, man? Why y'all doing this to me?
You poor soul.
So I was like, all right, cool. I'll just go around, play some more Mortal Kombat and Guilty Gear games in the day. And like one thing I realized, like if you have like night brackets like that, and you play like just casuals like all that time, dude, like you kind of get to the end of the game and you know how you like go clubbing and then there's that like weird hour of the time where like it's either you're ready to tap out or you just like pass that plateau and you're like, fuck it, I gotta keep going. That was me with like Guilty Gear and Mortal Kombat. I was like, it's already that time, I might as well push through it. So I go around, I know it was like top 92 for Guilty Gear. So I know like other people from like our elite team was like playing. So I was kind of conflicted because I was between like, okay, do I want to support like the elites or do I want to like spend time like playing and like learning matchups? It's like that weird thing where you want to support your friends, but there's also this self journey for yourself. And you kind of like have to see, do you prioritize one or the other? Do you balance it out? And what do you do? So I was a little conflicted, but I decided I want to find people that like give me rough matchups and I want to improve myself. I'll go support the friends later. That's what I got to do. So I was looking for Anjis, Giovannas, Nagos. I don't care what people say that it's 7-3. I don't give a fuck. I still need Nago games. And like one other character. And, so I go in, I play games with people and, like I get my knowledge, I take my notes and all that. Top 32 or something like goes on stream. So it's like 4 or 5 o'clock. And I'm like, I still got fucking time for Mortal Kombat. And granted, like I've already been playing Mortal Kombat for 2 to 3 years already. And the last update patch was like a year ago. So in my head, I'm like, there's nothing I could really like learn out of it unless I'm playing the top players. And they're already playing with each other. So I'm going to just, fuck it. If I get 0-2, I don't care, bro. Like, I'm here for Guilty Gear. But, still participate because you got the knowledge. You spent 2 years, might as well.
Yeah.
So I go around, look for games, and I see Sorcerer Twix. And I was like, oh, I'm coming for this bitch right now. I need to learn that Axel matchup. So I go over, and I think that was the same time I see either Marvello or Beefy like up on stream. And that's when I was like, do I support the homie or play? And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to play. So I go up to Sorcerer Twix, and I'm like, hey, yo, Wizard of Oz God. would you it would be an honor if I could play you to a first to 10 and learn the matchup, because he fucking 3-0'd me on the bracket. And he's like, yeah, of course, I'd be happy to. And he has like a very calm, like articulate demeanor to him. So like just interacting with him is it's a blast. Funny dude, love him. So I play the game, and it's like 10-2. Like, he beats me, and I'm like, okay, there's a few things I improved here, but there was just like this weird shift where in past patch, Happy Chaos could zone out Axel without any issues, and it forces him to come through. So now, when he gives me the advice, he's like, now it's the opposite. Like, I can keep you out, and you're supposed to come in. And I was like, oh, shit, that's what it's supposed to do. And then, he gives me like 10, 15 minutes of like, this is what you're supposed to do with Happy Chaos. This is what you're going to have to start practicing, because like you're going to have to do that if you want to win this matchup or other matchups in general. And I was like, okay, solid. Got my advice. I saw Kudo Geo play up on stream, and I was like, oh, another Happy Chaos player. So he finishes his match. I go up, greet myself. I'm like, hey, we're in the Uricord. The Uricord. I was like, hey, I'm a big fan of you. You're awesome. Can I get your Twitter? We could play later. He's like, yeah, dude. I follow him on his Twitter, and dude's fucking 14. He's playing like a fucking god, and he's 14. I'm like, holy shit.
Like competitive game, you asked him or no?
I didn't. I was just mind blown. Like, just.
That's like the youngest I've ever seen somebody play like
dude.
that.
Yeah, and he got ninth in the bracket. So I was like, dude, played fucking solid. Yeah, dude. So mad respect to him, but got him his Twitter. And then it was like 5:30, so I was like, okay, might as well go over to the Mortal Kombat bracket. I go over there, and this is where I see our friend Creaky playing. So
Yes.
I see him playing Shang, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, this motherfucker doesn't have a Shang? What the fuck? And I'm seeing him play the other person, and he's kind of like, I pocket Shang, so I'm kind of like looking at what he's doing. I'm like, no, that's pretty fucking solid. Holy shit, okay. Okay, he's got those? Dude, he's got solid fucking neutral, and then he beats the player, and I'm like, fuck, that's awesome, but that means I have to play Creaky in a later bracket if he wins against the other person. And I look at the person he has to fight next, and I'm like, oh, dude, this guy's fucking free. I have to fight Creaky. Fuck. So I go in there, and then, so it's between 4 to 6. He finishes that. Then I go in 6 to 8. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to go play my bracket. I put my earbuds in. And there's one thing I noticed, and I'm not sure if this happens with everybody else in like the tournaments, but like, usually you have your jitters and stuff like that. And if you don't have your headphones, you kind of start like taking yourself out of what you're doing. You start realizing what habits you're doing and like these weird like patterns you've made yourself as a player. And the nerves kind of like stop you from making adjustments so quickly. Like in casuals, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna switch here, do that. But when there's tournament nerves, you realize it, but then there's that like second guessing of like doing that shift. And me realizing that when I did Guilty Gear the day before was like crazy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try putting on earbuds and see if like that shifts that mental process. So I go and put earbuds. My boy right here was playing. He cosplayed as Johnny, and I played Johnny in Mortal Kombat, so I was already like hyped about it. But I put on my earbuds, and it's a total shift. Like you don't really worry about anything else because the background noise is kind of like lowering the volume of all your thought process, and you're just focusing on what's happening and what isn't happening. If you make a mistake or you like get comboed, you're not there like reacting and like like emoting. You kind of just take it in as is, and then you just go in. And I want to bring that up because Herbs was having a fucking laugh with, I think it was a Patient Impulse about that. I was playing, I think it was a Cabal player with Johnny. And, like in that game, if you do special moves, like and they block it, it's like negative. You get punished. In Guilty Gear, it's negative, but still gets spaced out, or like there's Rekkas, there's like a mind game to it. Here, like if you do a special move and they block, 30%. Fucking hold that. So there was this dude, and I just do like a regular auto shimmy, and my brain was kind of like, all right, like I don't fucking care. I special into Nut Punch, which is a launcher, and he fucking gets hit by it, and I wasn't prepared for him to do it, so I didn't spend the meter to do the combo, and like I'm just like fucking shook. I'm like, I can't believe he got hit by that. And I'm looking at the dude right next to me. He's like, I can't fucking believe I got hit by that. Funny as shit. So I fucking play that game. And I win the match. You know, I play like 2 other players, and that's solid. And then I hear her like he talks to me later. He's like, dude, did you fucking hit confirm that shit? I'm like, nah, dude, I just fucking did it, bro. Like, I didn't think it was gonna fucking work. So it's just the fucking funniest interaction. So that goes by. I see Creaky fight his match before I have to fight him, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta fight Creaky. Like, we play all the time just cause, like, you know, fuck MK, but we still got it, you know. He finishes the guy off. Guy was super nice. I can't remember his name because he doesn't have like a Twitter, but like, you know, he was super nice, super chill. He was like, dude, like, this was my first tournament, but you guys have been super supportive. Like, you guys were like super nice. You guys taught me frame data, or like, you know, what's negative, what's not. And I was like, yeah, dude, that's the first step. Like, that's the starting point of your journey. If you keep going with it, we're here for you. So he had a good time. So then I had to fight Creaky. And like, I've already fought Creaky a bunch of times with my Johnny and Joker. And so it's like 1-1. I play Johnny, he plays Jax. And I think like I get like the second game or something like that. And he shifts. He goes into character screen, starts thinking. And I remember he had another match like on stream with another Joker. I think it was Poseidon, if I remember. Shout out to my boy Poseidon. And he has this variation where it's like a ground pound move, and it's like a low, but it's unblockable. And nobody does that variation. So when I saw him do that, I was like, oh, fuck. I gotta be careful because he's gonna fuck me up with that shit. But I remember watching how he played in that tournament. Like, I remembered that. I was like, okay, that's in my memory bank. So I was like, okay, what would I do in this matchup? And I was like, I'm gonna just do the Creaky. I'm gonna just walk him down. Take the 5%, but when I get you in the corner, 30%. And dude, like, it was really fucking close. Like, it was like last game, last hit. I have him in the corner. Joker's like buttons are like super safe and long hit box. Like, think of fucking like Giovanna's like 2D or fucking Ramethal sword. Think of that, but Joker. Fucking same thing. Corner pressure's scary. And you know, he was like 30%. I had like 1 or 2% left. And I was like flawless blocking. I was like, dude, this is going to be the fucking craziest read, but if it does work, fuck it. So, you know, I finished my string, and it's like negative. He's like in the corner, and, you know, there's just enough space where he has to walk up, but I could do something. So I was like, okay, what would be the craziest fucking thing? And there's this move where it's like a fatal blow, where it's like, you know, it's like a 30% like one hit button move. Jax is like 12 frames, and he just flies across the screen. Fastest fatal blow in the game. And I was like, I'm gonna just gamble on this move, where Joker has like this joke in a box. It's like a projectile, but it launches. But if you amplify it, it defeats the armor that the fatal blow move does, and it launches. So I was like, okay, this looks like just the perfect amount of space where this could be the fucking worst thing ever, or this shit was gonna be lit. I dropped that bitch, bing! Oh, sorry for the mic hit. And he fucking fatal blows, and he just goes, flies into the air, and I'm like, holy shit, I don't know how to fucking combo. Holy shit, what do I do? I sit there, I'm like, okay, you know what, we're just gonna uppercut his bitch ass. Uppercut, he's still not dead. I'm like, oh shit, can I dig it a down one in there? Like a down punch, dead. I was like, oh my fucking God. And Creaky's like, man, I don't even fucking play this game, bro. That was the craziest fucking shit.
Oh my that was funny.
That was a funny experience. Finished that one, and then I had to fight Yadriel. One of the best Kotal players. I got to go on stream for that. I was like, oh, my first time going on stream. I go in there, and I got my fucking ass like destroyed out there, bro. I could not fucking survive. His Kotal was like really solid. I went with Cassie because I was like, oh yeah, I just played my other homie, Just Nasty, another Kotal player, and Cassie did a lot better than Johnny in that matchup. Washed me. Played Johnny, washed me, and then I went on Joker, and you know, like, I was having second doubts, and I was like, okay, totally don't have earphones. I totally see the difference between, you know, not having like the headphones in, and then like just kind of like having the background noise of people. Like your thoughts are in a lot more. So I go in Joker, and I get my variation, and then I back out, and I'm like, just like making sure this is what I want to do. I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So I go back in, and then, you know, I play my neutral. Joker has like good normal, so I was able to get a combo in. So I was like, okay, cool. 1-2, amplify into a combo. And then like, so one of his main moves is like the boxing gloves. Gets you like 26% before you can like break out of a combo. So I do that, and I don't see that. I see him get his cane and just starts like hitting them with like 18%, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, that is not the special move I fucking put. Holy fucking shit!
With the wrong variation?
Yeah, dude, because like you're supposed to like customize it and make it custom. But since I went back out and went back in without setting it up, it just got the regular tournament variations.
Dude, that's like 2 years ago, too. That's old, bro.
Yeah, I was old. So I did that, and like, you know how like time slows down, like for like a split second, and it's like 10? Dude, that shit happened to me, and I was like, fuck. What are my special moves on this bitch? What do I have? I only have this, and I was like, dude, fuck it. I might as well just go out with a fucking bang. Let's see what I can get. I go in, I get a round off, but like I took the L. I got out of the bracket. But you know, I got 13th out of 100. So honestly, like it was pretty solid. I can't complain. I was very happy. Yeah. So it was like, Saki also commentated that match for me, and I was like, okay. Since you commentated, what did you notice that I couldn't notice when I would play the match? And she's like, oh, yeah, like, you should have gone Joker from the get-go, a lot more comfortable. Your neutral was good, but, like, you know, just that Kotal's moves, man, they just go halfway across the screen. You ain't ready for it. I'm like, you right. So it was really interesting to get that advice from a commentator's perspective. They really do say things that you don't see yourself. And, you know, that's why I think it's really important. Rewatch your VODs. Definitely give that a go. It is awesome. So, yeah, that happens. Got out 13th. That was dope.
What about the one time we popped off because we thought you won?
Oh, okay. So after I beat Creaky, there was a Jackie player. Holy shit.
Jackie.
So this guy is cool with me. Like, you know, we're chill. Like, we know each other because we play each other in bracket. Everybody hates his character. Like, everybody hates Happy Chaos. Everybody hates Jackie. Like, it's the same fucking thing. And I'm like, dude, like, it is what it is. I'm just here to fucking get out of bracket and just chill now at this point. I don't care. And, you know, we do a button check. And then when you go to character select, it counts as like a win on like the little tally chart there. Oh. So, you know, we're playing a game and it goes to game 5. I get game 5. And then Creaky and Herbs and everybody are like, let's fucking go. Take this Jackie bitch out of here.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
Creaky what the score was, you know, because I'm watching like two teammates. I'm watching Parson, I'm watching Butters or whatever. And then he's like, it's 2-2. It's the last round. They were both gonna hit the hit confirm. Then Fatal. And then boom, we start popping. I'm like, let's go. We start shaking this dude, bro.
dude, yeah. And I look at the tally. I'm like, oh, 3-2. That probably makes sense. And I look at them like in shock. And I'm like, thanks, guys. But I still got like one more. And it's funny because I see my homie right next to me. And like, you could see he was fucking pissed. Like, he was like, he takes off his fucking mask. He puts his water bottle on the table. And he's like, it's still game 5, bro. And he's like, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, this guy is so fucking pissed. So I go out, so I'm like, no, it's all good, bro. You know, they're just homies, just leave it be. He was still fucking pissed. And I was like, bro, it's not that serious, man. Teabagging ain't that serious. Popping up ain't that serious. Come on. But, you know, we play the game. I lose, unfortunately, but honestly, I'm not even that worried. But that to me was just, that was a dub for me. Just saying that fucking get mad. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious. But yeah, that happens. Then we play the Guilty Gear side tournament that Island hosts. We getting lit. That was dope. I lost to the player that won the tournament, the Anji dude. Yeah. Dude, I was like fucking solid. So got his info. We're playing games. I hope I'm not free on the next Anji matchup. So we'll go from there. That happens. We chill at the hotel. And yeah, we're pretty much just chilling, ready to watch the top 8s. So that's pretty much the end of the day for me.
Alrighty, Waluigi, your day 2, and then me.
Oh my God. The funniest thing is I was streamed in 2 tournaments. 2 different games I was streamed on. I think I broke a record, Herbs, of being streamed 3 times.
Yeah, dude, you're on fucking Twitter, bro. You're famous now.
Were you nervous though or not?
I mean, for Melty Blood, I had no care.
You had auto combo, so you was good.
No, I still got murked.
I got murked.
But then in MK, I was a little bit nervous because I'm on stream and I'm next to someone that obviously mollywopped me. And they popped off like I was a celebrity. I'm like, oh God, I'm just an amateur. But the funniest thing is I do a traditional pose of a peace sign. I do like the Sailor Moon peace. I do that every single stream I was on. And poor Saki had to wash my ugly ass.
It's mad corny.
It is corny, but it's iconic.
Yes. That's why it's yours.
That's why it's yours.
That's true. There's 2 things that are iconic. my peace sign and my die hat. Those are the only two things I have. But yeah, someone popped off next to me, and I'm just like, okay. It was like that DBZA of Rich moment where VD was like, oh, it's proud over somebody. It's pride for somebody. But too bad it's overcoming my unyielding rage is what I felt. But I went against someone. I had like a game 5 situation. I lost in MK. Melty Blood, I got O2'd. I had no care for the game. I just wanted to sign up and play for it. And also Soul Calibur. I forgot it was an actual thing, and I forgot I signed up for it.
Bro.
I got mopped. I didn't know it was that serious.
Oh, yeah, the scene there.
These that are still playing SoCal, or they go ham.
Yes, they really did, and I was impressed.
Small and dedicated. Small and dedicated.
Oh my god. But overall, I had some fun, met some new people, learned some things. I think the funniest thing was the Guilty Gear tournaments. So many people came to it for our side tournaments.
Yeah, it was like almost 20 people.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was a lot. But it was pretty solid. It was a good time.
If I was still there, I would have just entered frame 1, honestly.
It would probably be top 3 to be honest.
Yeah. Most likely.
Mm-hmm.
It was single elimination, but that's where, you know.
I mean, hey, I play single elimination at Otaku Fest, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. I got top 3, and then I got grand finals, and then I got taken down by I forgot who his name was. Axel.
Oh, yeah. He used to come down
Sixella.
here.
Yeah.
CX.
I miss him. Where is he at? I need my Axel games.
Yeah. I need to get the Axel.
Giggity ghosting, anyways. But other than that, there wasn't anything really crazy. I was with Butters a chunk of the time, and it was funny just watching him with his Among Us earrings just play Johnny Cage.
Bro, it's great, man. I was on stream, and I was, like, flouting it. I was like, y'all see this? Y'all
Like,
see
I had-
this?
I'd probably be terrified.
Like that was a moment as a cosplayer where I just take a bunch of pictures and like I do top high quality pictures of 4-face buttons specifically.
Oh, my God, dude. Four-face pop-offs are, like, the best pop-offs, man.
Yeah.
I love them.
Pissed off, bro.
There's something
Yes.
so funny about
I love it.
Yeah, I got it recorded.
Like a GIF. You need a GIF of that, bro.
Bro.
Goodness,
There's
he's gonna look at us and kill us.
There's something so funny about 4-face buttons pop-offs. It's like it's so cool.
That's why I'm a four-face fan. You know, just the raw emotion. that
Yeah.
goes into
Yeah,
that,
dude.
man.
Dude, he's like a
Whether he wins or loses.
I want
Bro, he's like a
mustache
fucking
just like
anime
him.
character. He just goes like,
Yeah.
"Gosh, oh."
He's got his arc going.
You can really feel the dots of bio in that man.
Roll up his sleeves, he be like, it's like, oh shit.
Oh, shit.
4-face
Or
watching this,
best
we
when
love
he
you.
just sits back and he's just like,
Yeah.
like that's when you know, like, okay, he's getting real serious.
Yeah, and even in the middle of the match, he's
Like he takes off the hat and everything.
Oh, my God.
But much love to him. But overall, that was mostly like my competitive experience. But watching the Def Jam top 8 was the most funniest thing. Yeah, I watched a man just take off his shirt in the middle of his set. I think it was a game. What was it? A game 3 situation?
Yeah.
God, that was the coolest thing. Even though he lost and like everyone dapped up, I'm like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Def Jam.
Oh my God, that was also the night that I learned my first body. When I was bodying somebody.
Oh, yeah, when you
the
pose-
body.
What the Latino twins do, where they
Oh,
post
yeah.
the pics of the dudes that are
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah, they just take
Silver
a
did it.
pick a
Then he was like, you need to body someone. I see somebody
that
here.
was my boy that you body, by the way. I want you to be aware of that.
Wait, was that really?
Yeah, he was in my room for that weekend.
Damn.
Please tell me what.
I mean, it's on his Twitter. I have to go find it. I didn't save it, but I saw the pic. I was like, God damn it, Savion.
What did he say, bro?
Dude, it's so funny because like he fell.
Oh,
last
yeah,
time we were
Savion.
there at the Ocean Center, he fell asleep in the middle of the venue, and like there was a security guard that kept telling him like, bro, if you're gonna sleep, like you gotta get out of here. You can't do it here, right? So he actually got spared last time, but I guess this time the security wasn't scrutinizing that hard. So I guess he got his ass in the middle of it. It was so funny because like I saw it the next morning too. I was like, why are you like this, man?
Why do you like
Tired, go back to the venue, bro.
Yeah,
don't
with
get
Sil-
caught lacking like that.
When Silver did it, I cried laughing because Raven was there as well.
Yeah,
it was like
Raven's
Raven,
boyfriend, yeah.
like Raven. I'm
Hey,
sorry I did this.
That's fucking funny.
I cried laughing because I wanted to be extra. Because if Silver has some energy, I have to have it higher
match
or
that
the same level. So yeah, me and Soto, we found one guy sleeping. I just took off my shirt flat out and just started flexing.
Bro.
God, my mom was so
Imagine
disappointed.
you would've woke up and just turned around,
I mean,
Flexing is
awkward,
dangerous.
bro.
I mean,
Flexing
what
is
are we
dangerous.
gonna
You
do?
have to remember
There's-
last CEO, the first guy that started flexing, that dude ended up like pissing himself on the couch.
I know. I was thinking that situation happened, but what is someone gonna do with two buff Latinos right behind him? There's nothing you can really do.
Yeah.
No one knows the matchup like that.
No one knows the matchup. That's
Hey, it
funny.
happens to the best.
It definitely does, but that was probably one of the most fun experiences for a day 2.
All right, my day 2. I competed in 4 tournaments, and those 4 I really didn't give a damn about.
But you and I were in the same position.
My boy's coasting. I saw you early in the morning on the Tekken stream.
Yeah, that like
I
Yeah.
forgot I did Tekken, yeah.
like, and Waluigi will tell you this. And like in the morning when we're going to the venue or whatnot, I was in a really bitchy mood.
Oh, you
because-
were dead.
Yeah, I was in a real bitchy mood because I'm just like, yo, who the fuck wakes up to go play a fucking game at 10 in the morning? I'm like, yo, this shit don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck plays bracket at 10 in the morning? Like, 12, I can understand. But 10 in the morning, motherfuckers is waking up around this time. Like, I ain't had no breakfast or whatnot, so I'm hungry. I got to play Tekken. I'm just like, and then when I get to the pools, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just play for the hell of it, whatever. I don't care. And then they tell me, oh, Silverback Senpai, you're going to play on stream. I was like, fuck. And I was like, now I got to take it serious. So I'll go up there, and I'm just like, yo, I'm about to play on stream. And I'm just like nervous. I'm like, yo, I'm going to play on stream on Tekken 7. Nervous as fuck. And I'm just like, I don't know who this person plays. I don't care. At first, my first thought was like, I don't care. I ain't got no breakfast. I'm in a bitchy mood. Now, oh, you're going to play on stream. Shit. Okay. I'm not going to turn it down, but I'm not ready for it. So I go up there, and I try to poke here and there or whatnot. I end up losing, but I ain't care. But I do want to say shout out to it was Daruma and there was someone else. Daruma and someone else that was like holding it down for me and you know, cheering for me on the Tekken streams or whatnot, because I did read those comments or whatnot. Some motherfuckers called me Raiden, and I'm like, I am not Raiden, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, with the hat.
Yeah, you guys have to realize when he came on stream, he literally came in like a big ass like Raiden like straw hat.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's like
you
he
got
did
that straw
actually
hat.
better, yeah, and he had on like a
And my
a
actual
Oni
face-
mask
yeah.
too. So it's like I think it's like one of the costume options that he has in 11. So I can see why they would make that comment. Yeah.
I could see that.
This man was straight up like me and Lizard King watched a match where he got straight up bodied. We come behind him. We're like, Silverback, fuck this man up. You got this shit. He turns around, thumbs up. The next game, just out of fucking nowhere, that law started moving, bro. You got that game power up. You got that game power up, and then you got your ass kicked. We were so sad for you.
Yeah. I mean, if I was playing Tekken like, you know, regularly, then yeah, I'd have you know, beaten the guy or whatnot. But it's just matchup knowledge. That's fine. So Tekken, I was like, okay, done with it. My next one was, I think it was no. My next one was Mortal Kombat. I actually had fun in that one, though I lost. I had fun in that one. Strive, I really didn't care for. I forgot to, you know, unregistered for Strive or whatnot, but I was just like, I'll play for the hell of it. And then my last one was Soul Calibur 6. I know, very niche game. It's very dead in South Florida.
It really is.
But it was just an opportunity for me to play against people in this game, you know, face to face rather than online. And I think I went 1-2, so I'll take that.
Hey,
I'll take that.
let's
But
go.
my day 2, it was just mostly just me walking around, being around, jumping from here and there, trying to, you know, get photos and videos of everybody of South Florida or whatnot. Then being in Jabali Land, punching the hell out of the punching machine, which was rigged.
Oh my
The punching
God.
machine was rigged. So in the beginning, I was hitting like high 400s, close to 500s. Now I'm hitting 600s. I was like, okay, I'm happy with this. And I was like, and I made a post and I tagged the owner of Flynn's. I was like, we need to get one for Flynn's. And it was like, and then he texts me like the actual price, which is like 10 grand. And I was like, I'll get the FGC to get on this. Get one in here.
Oh, a punching machine. Oh, dude. Can you imagine people who like go 0-2? They're just like, man, yeah.
I think you need that for Smash players.
Right?
Yeah.
I just want to see the hundreds and 200s.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, that's Smash Slender.
I was about to say.
No offense,
we got
Trinicon.
some people in Strive who probably would not hit that thing very hard. Like me personally, I can't talk shit. If I hit that thing, I'm probably gonna get like 50, bro. I'm not a fighter.
I'm not a fighter.
I say get that for when people get like mad though, because like dead ass. See, You might see 100.
Oh my God, we were watching. Nightbreed took over that thing, and that was the
Yeah,
fun.
Free was working at like a 9-to-5 job.
Oh yeah.
Like he was just.
He didn't like break his hand, but didn't it like hurt like really bad like the next day? Because he was just punching it over and over
Dude, he
again.
was punching for like 4 hours, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He was-
I
he was
don't know, maybe
pissed.
not 4 hours, maybe like 2 hours. I'm like literally playing my casual set. He's like, I'm still pissed off. I'm gonna keep punching it. He went back. I'm like, all right, calm down.
He literally had the highest score that whole weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. We were like, he's our bodyguard. We need him.
Man, nah, hell no, bro. He's banned from the boxing thing.
Yes.
Too, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
which was I mean I could get started with day 3 or whatnot where we had the foot race and I was saying that after the foot race the next CEO that we go to of course is gonna be in Daytona. We're gonna have like a FGC boxing match.
That dangerous. I want you to know. You have to realize it's in Daytona. There's gonna be dudes that like don't know it's for us, and they're gonna be, oh, I can swing, bro. Put me in there, man.
Bro.
They got like the fucking,
Money
like,
match.
crackhead energy, right? So like,
That's gonna be wild.
I'll support.
We
you
just
from
have to-
sidelines,
we just
but
have-
not like that.
You're on your own.
Yeah, it's a dangerous event.
we do need a cameraman for this.
Now we're gonna have to make some restrictions and make sure restrictions and weight restrictions too because we can't have scrawny dudes going up against guys that are like in the 250s and above like me.
Yeah, man.
This ain't a Def
put my
Jam match.
5'5" ass up against Dr. Black Guy Gamer.
Yeah, it's content though, bro.
I'm not trying to be a part of that content.
Boxing match between Danny Boy and Dr. Black Eye Gamer. You won't believe what happened. He died. Like a clickbait ass title.
It'd be like the. Oh my God.
I'm gonna be looking like Aaron Hansen against the Epic Mealtime dude.
Oh my God.
But definitely like the funnest part with day 3 was the foot race.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
That was good.
That
And
was the best video I've seen.
yeah. And then I got to, be able to use my drone to get more experience with it or whatnot because I am trying to be a drone pilot here in South Florida. So I've been, so I just brought it. I was like, okay, it's a great time for me to test it out. And of course, everyone's seen a shot of Nightbreed falling and busting his ass. But as he did said before, there was a hole.
I thought he was bullshitting though. No, you bullshitting, dude.
There was a hole, but hopefully next year we get more people to come out and then maybe, and then maybe, have more side events. Maybe a boxing, maybe not, or just, I don't know, volleyball, basketball.
5 basketball, let's get it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's see the cross ups, the mixes.
Or volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball.
Okay, volleyball. I'm down.
Yeah.
The beach, yeah.
FGC arm wrestling.
Oh, that could be something. Yeah.
There you go.
They had the rock paper scissors.
Yes, Marie,
list.
boxing.
So you get people into it next year.
Yeah.
Arm wrestling.
I
then
can't
you go
arm
to full
wrestle.
boxing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't arm wrestle for shit.
Dude, you know what we forgot to talk about for day 2?
Ooh.
The South Florida photo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. That was the
Yeah.
coolest thing I've ever
Again,
done.
an unofficial community manager. I had to get me and Ryan. We got a whole bunch of people together towards the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, I got like the Guilty Gear people, the KOF people. Who else did I get? A whole bunch of people that I reached out to. Ryan, contacted a lot of the older people within the scene, right? Oh yeah, the Dragon Ball people. I got them together too. And that photo was insane because I didn't, I knew there were gonna be a lot of people that would have come up, but I didn't realize until that picture, just like the scope of how many people that we got here that are like, invested in that grind, right?
Yeah.
So seeing the fact that we took up like that whole staircase, and it was also great too because there's a lot of people that like used to live here and then moved away, right? But they're still held in high regards as far as the scene goes. So get everyone like that together was pretty great. There's a bunch of people I wasn't expecting to come through as well, right? I didn't expect Brian F to come through. He is technically South Florida. I don't know if you guys knew that. He used to come to the locals in the Mall of Americas down there in Miami-Dade.
Oh, wow.
It's so funny. I gotta find the clip. There's a clip where he was talking about his uproots in the FGC. And he was like the first local he ever went to. He got watched by Ivan Omega Tom Hanks just pressing Stan Roundhouse as Bison. He lost the one button. And he said that everyone was like talking shit about Brian. But yeah, man, that photo was pretty great. You can see it at South Florida FGC on Twitter. Not to shamelessly plug, but yeah, man, that was a good time. That was a good time.
Yeah, and just seeing that photo, I was just like, my good, like I was still blown away the fact that I did not know this is that many of us within our scene.
There's
and
a lot of people. There's a lot of generations in there. Yeah.
And I was like, now we got to get one for, of course, with the Smash. And now if we put both of them together, then it's just like,
Oh my God.
yeah.
There's nowhere big enough for that.
There's no.
You're gonna need like a drone shot.
I'm gonna need that drone for that.
Drone shot on the beach. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. To get all of the South Florida FGC and all of the South Florida Smash together for one big group photo.
Literally.
That's gonna be the plan for next year, CEO.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But yeah, day 3, it was just a relaxed day, and it happened to be the fastest day ever.
It really was.
And I would say my best highlight was just like the foot race for me, and then of course watching grand finals, and that's about it. Herbs, your day 3?
Yeah, day 3 was pretty chill, like you said. The full race was off. I didn't expect it to be that well because it was something. I just thought a lot of stupid ideas, or I think they're stupid, and it just like blows up.
Yeah, we were talking about doing like match arenas for real life situations.
Yeah, like I just throw ideas, and Waluigi's like, that might work. I'll make the medal. Da da da. I'm like, all right, let's do it, man. All it takes is one friend. I'm like, yo, let's go. But yeah, it went down, dude. I was a little bit nervous because I felt like not many people would show up, and then I came. I didn't even have time to eat breakfast because I stood up. Cause I don't want to sleep in CO. Cause once you sleep, I feel like I waste time. I can sleep when I get home. I only slept for like 5 hours or whatever. And like Silver said, that was like a legendary event. I went there at 10. I see nobody. I'm like, fuck, man. There's like nobody here, bro. And then I told everybody from Island, Waluigi. I'm like, Waluigi, you gonna have to run. I'm gonna have to run. Butter's gonna have to run.
I'm like,
and then
I knew I was ready.
next you know, a lot of people start coming, bro. Like even one crackhead dude like joined the race too.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, dude, I better not lose to this dude. But yeah, long story short, the event started doing well. He took excellent pictures. Shout out to Silver. His drone skills is like on point, bro. That thing was on point. And
I'm still a newbie at it.
Dude, that thing was god. Like the events there. If you want to see it, FGC Island is still there. It's a epic video. And then before the race, everybody's warming up. I gave them the rules, like a little pretty decent distance. I told them top 3 gets the medals and stuff. And the next, we're about to start. Everybody's like looking at me, putting the pressure on, because I want everybody to want to join it, And then one dude that's really athletic, his name is Big Daddy G. And then, yo, dude, bro.
I know that guy. Yeah.
And then next thing you know what I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, cause I'm like, all right, bro, like, you got to come down. I tell everybody, yo, please just give him like 10 minutes, it'll be fun. And then after that, he comes, and then I'm like, fuck, what if he wins this shit? You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, they do the race, and yeah, he won it. Yo Fierce won second, and then the Berserk, he was claiming that he was gonna win the whole thing for
and
like
that man
months.
was training for it.
Bro, he was literally showing me like miles of him running and stuff because he told me how long the race. I'm like, it can't be that long, like short distance. But that was definitely my highlight.
I've never seen a man committed to something that was so.
Yeah, because there was like true like ex-track stars in there too.
Not really.
Yeah, so it was like legit. Bro. Who came last place? I think Waluigi.
I think I did.
And he was talking the most shit.
I was.
He was talking the most shit, dude.
I will be straight up. I said I had doubts. And you proved me wrong.
Butters was like this, and then Waluigi was like this, so like battling for like last place. And Butters like, fuck this, bro, I'm not losing. Butters just took off.
I doubted Butters too.
Bro, no, like I was like sitting there, like we did like a first test run, like like right before we sprint. Big Daddy G like did like a false start, and like everybody like sprints, and I'm like,
out, bro.
I ain't doing this, bro. Yeah, they do that, and then the second one, like. It's the same thing about like that. Like you do something and your like mind slows down. Like I'm like, I kind of do like a little run, and I see Waluigi, and I see how he sprints, and I took like that 1 second of distance and his movement speed, and I was like, if I sprint, I could beat his bitch ass. So I'm like I'm fucking booking it, and I just barely get past through, and I'm like, let's go.
I am proud, and that makes me want to work out even more.
Bro,
yeah,
no.
I definitely want to work off. I want to do a full race next year. So if you guys come, this is gonna be lit.
Bro, this is our training
We
arc.
gotta be hot as fuck for this.
I also like, cause when I started running, cause I feel like I at least could have made like 4th or something. But like I'm out of my prime, dude. Cause I literally start running, like I'm like, and the next thing you know, I see Big Daddy G, Yo Fierce, another dude. I'm like, damn, bro, like.
Yeah, I was slow
I'm
enough
slow
to
as
watch
fuck,
that whole
bro.
fall happen.
Bro.
Poor Nightbreed.
But yeah, that was fun. The beach, that was like really iconic. I'm glad that everybody came out sports silver.
Even
Island
Creaky.
people. It was a lot, yeah.
Hold on. You got last place though, right?
Yes.
Didn't Nightbreed like eat shit and like trip on a hole and fall?
Oh yeah.
That's how fast.
Both of you guys got like finished after him?
No, because he was running so fast, like he couldn't stop. He was in
Like
4th
that
place.
man had tunnel vision. That's
He
what
was fast, and then like
You got 4th after that shit?
yeah, he ran because like this is the finish line.
Damn, we gotta stop. We gotta start playing less fighting games, bro.
we gotta be real street fighters.
And then after that, I just watched Top 8 with the homies, and after Top 8, I just ate. We ordered like 5 pies of pizza, and we just chew that shit.
Oh my god, we demolished that in less than 5 minutes.
Easy.
Yeah, dude.
Ninja Turtles up in that bitch, bro. Just fucking gouging.
Yeah, that was dope. I think that pretty much ends the day 3, and then I missed the homies, of course, after that.
Oh yeah.
But
man.
next year, we come back stronger. Hopefully, one of us can get Top 8. That's gonna be so legendary. One of us get Top 8, bro.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like Marvelo or
He had it, bro.
He did. So
I
close.
think Beefy at this point considering
Yeah.
how,
Yeah.
how good he is. I'm waiting for one of them to just get like the perfect like path all the way
gonna be
up
the
there
best
and
pop
like get in
up,
that
bro.
top eight.
Oh, yeah.
When
Yeah.
they get top 8, it's over.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, Beefy made 11th, bro, and I was like, dude, this guy's like, you cannot downplay him, bro. Like people were like, oh yeah, you know the buffs, he made him strong, but I was like, no, like I played him, I was like, no, he's got it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
Lewis is so strong now, even with the dash cans. It's like, yeah, no.
Because the thing is that like I'm gonna be real, like you watch Beefy play, it's like yeah, it's like the drone is like the big thing in my opinion, right? But it's like if you watch him play, he would still be doing that good even without the buffs, right? So-
He was mopping with the, definitely.
Yeah.
He won a tournament before, like season 1 with them too.
yeah, he did.
I know. Can't downplay him.
Absolutely.
Gun.
I'm gonna say SFL is definitely gonna this next whatever major comes up next that like all the games are at. Like Let's Make Moves. I don't know if Guilty Gear and all that is happening down in Miami.
Nah, it's not.
No, it's just mostly Smash.
Big move is mostly Smash.
Mostly Smash.
I mean, if it happens, it'll be like a side event thing,
Okay.
right? I mean, if it does, I might get the spectator pass and just show up because it's right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For, Let's Make Moves Miami.
It's a Smash major that's in Miami. The
yeah.
only major
Oh, I
for
see.
anything
Yeah.
ever that's in Miami. Let's
Really?
Make Moves Miami.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
Make
later this year.
Moves.
It's in October.
all the other ones been
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Central
yeah.
Florida and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hype though.
Yeah.
Smash?
It's gonna be
South
lit.
Florida will get it like a regional or major down here for other
Oh,
fighters.
absolutely.
I'm waiting for
One
Yo,
day.
CEO Miami, bro. I'm ready for it, bro. I'm
CEO
ready.
Miami.
Yes,
That'd be
CEO
cool.
Miami.
Oh, right.
CEO Miami needs to come.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn right.
Dude, yeah, save me the gas money, bro. I'll fucking go.
I don't want to stick with Daytona Beach. No offense.
All right, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
But yeah, my day 3 was just, like I said, mostly a relaxed day. So yeah, the continuation of what happened. I woke up the next morning, surprisingly not hungover. Felt pretty good. I was very happy about that. I go to the bathroom, kind of wake myself up a little bit. I get up, and like in most of the hotel rooms, there was like a sink in the bathroom, and then there was like a sink right outside, just like people can get ready. I look in the sink outside, and there's like small chunks of things in the sink.
What?
My first thought is, did I throw up did I get blackout and throw up? Like that I don't remember? Because I don't know what happened. So people I just leave it because I'm like, I don't know what it is. So people start waking up and they're like, what the hell are the chunks in the sink? I'm like, I saw that this morning. I have no clue. They're like, you were acting way too nonchalant last night to just throw up and then walk back. So we don't think it was you. Chunky Kong wakes up and he goes, oh yeah, I door dashed some ice cream, and those are like the chocolate chip cookie dough things. I just dumped it down the drain.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm
like, and you didn't clean it up?
I hate children. we gotta start making these majors 21 plus, dude. I can't.
I was thinking, he's
Oh my God, it'd be more lit.
Not
Honestly.
technically.
That's what I'm saying. 21 plus. I can't.
21 plus, 21 plus. Bro, Smash tournaments can't be 21 plus. Like 90% of the top players will just not be there.
All the C players are gone.
All the C players are gone, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wake up in the morning. We get our stuff like back in our cars because we got to check out of the hotel. And I had to leave at like 2, so I went out to the venue, kind of hang out, just like say goodbye to people if I didn't see them, play some other friendlies with people out of region. I ran into Jaja. I don't remember what region he's from, but he's a really good Kirby player that I've seen like on Wi-Fi and stuff like that. He was feeding him money matches in the friendly room, so I'm like, yeah, I'll play you, no problem. I took game 1 off. I'm like, okay, I might have a chance at this, and then I proceeded to get my shit rocked for 3 straight games.
Be like that.
Dude, the money matches in Smash Community is like OD, bro. Like every it's a money
Yeah,
match.
dude,
money
they
match.
have, there are dudes that have like whole ledgers, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like they have people that they intend to like call out, right? And they have a whole list of like, okay, I played this person, or whatever, how much money,
Yeah.
right? And like at the end of the day, like their goal is like, it's like dudes that like go to Vegas, right? Like
Yeah.
the goal is to come out with like this much more money than you came in with.
Literally.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Literally.
I've seen that everywhere, like the Juicy Monthly one. Like,
Yeah,
damn, bro.
that
That's
has.
the thing, they do that at monthly. Right?
Yeah.
So imagine like a whole ass major.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was literally just walking around the entire time. He's like, money match? Money match? Like he was fiending the entire
Some
time.
people care about those more than the actual bracket.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Think about it, they can make probably like lots of money. Like, what is the average money match? Like, what, 25, 50? Or
$5 starting.
Usually like yeah, $5-10, like just normal.
That's why there's so many. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like you like pick like they pick dudes that they think like they can win against, and they start low, and then when they know it's one that's like kind of even, where it's like can go either way, that's when they start
Yeah.
bringing it up like 20, 50.
Yeah, that's when it starts to get higher, like higher stakes and stuff like that. But yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
after that, I was kind of walking around. I ran into DJ Pac-Man over in the friendlies thing, so I was kind of sitting with him. He was playing friendlies with Fatality, who's a really, really good Georgia Captain Falcon player.
Yeah.
I got a chance to play friendlies with him. Diavolo and Darfell got to step their shit up, bro. Like this man was TODing me. Like,
Oh my.
I'm not even shitting. It was like down throw, nair, up air, fucking knee. I'm like, could I have done anything? He's like, no. I have to. He's like, if I drop that, then I really can't kill you for like another 90%. So I kind of have to hit that. This man does not drop combos. Never. I'm like, seriously. Like, he was like, he hit like a falling nair one on me. I'm like, am I just dead? As he's hitting, he's like, yeah, dead, off the side. I'm like, okay.
You like that?
But yeah, so like I said, I just kind of walked around, said goodbye to everybody. You know, like just I was sad to see CEO go. Honestly,
Yeah.
like Sunday was very somber just because I didn't want to leave. It was such a
Yeah.
good time
Felt the same way.
getting to see
Yeah.
everybody, getting to see how much everybody in SFL Smash scene and other games, obviously, how much they've leveled up and how much better they've gotten.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to see, and like it's also crazy to see a lot of people who go like have very mediocre records in our brackets go to these pools and just wreck shit from people from other regions.
Yeah.
Because that just like it really cements just how strong SFL is as like a region.
Yeah.
That's true, bro.
Like you go to these brackets and go 2-2 and you're like, I'm just kind of ass at this game, and then you go and just beat the shit out of people who are like
People don't realize that regional strength. I mean, it's not just a Smash thing. This is like
Yeah,
everything.
for every game.
Yeah, it's like people don't realize that the dudes that go, for example, Strive, right?
Yeah.
If you go like 2-2, 3-2 in a Strive local here, you wipe anybody in like MDVA, for example.
Yeah.
Right?
That is
Like,
true, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's why when I tell people it's like try not to focus too much on the results, right? Try
Yeah.
to focus on like you, like individually as a player,
Yeah.
and like shore up like your knowledge, right? Your game plan, right? Make yourself as fundamentally strong as you are. Don't try to compare yourself to other people, because then you're gonna start bringing yourself down when you're
Yeah.
probably better than you actually are.
Of course.
Right? So.
But yeah, it was just nice to see everybody go to that bracket and do very, very well. Nice to see a lot of SFL travel. Good to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. So leaving, it was sad, but I was very happy with the weekend, and I'd 100% do it again.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Danny boy, you're day 3.
All right, so my day 3 was a little bit weird. Shout out to my boy Lucar. That's one of my best friends in the FGC. Love that guy. Knew him before he even started playing fighting games, right? One of the best Dragon Ball Fighters players here in South Florida. My man got his 3rd kidney stone.
Oh my goodness. Not
My
one,
man got
not
his
2,
third-
but
my
3.
man got his 3rd kidney stone Sunday morning. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing. He was done with brackets already, right? And he was kind of clocked out of the weekend, anyways. He was a little upset because he got 9th at Dragon Ball. And for those who don't know, he's kind of had a bit of a curse going on where he's gotten 9th at like almost every tournament he's been to for a long time, right?
Wow.
So he's really upset because he hasn't cracked through like that big top 8 yet, right? He got 9th at CEO last year as well. So
That's a tough game.
it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, Dragon Ball 2 is also kind of a heartbreaker, right? Yeah. So we had to take him to the hospital in the morning. We were like, "You want us to stay with you?" He's like, "No. Go back to the venue. I got this, right?" So we were like, "Okay." So then we go back to the venue.
Not his
right?
first rodeo.
It,
He's
like I
like-
said, it's his third
Third
stone.
time.
His 3rd stone.
That's
Filling out those fucking stamps.
Yeah, so we go
Like
back.
ice creams.
Some of my friends are watching the games. I'm like, well, I'm here. I might as well get some games in while I can, right? So I play Grand Blue against a whole bunch of people from all over the place. So, okay, for those who don't know, I'm kind of a heel in the Grand Blue community, right? So everyone, like, even if they don't know, like, how good I am or not, everyone just wants to play games against me because, you know, they want to be the guy that beats me. So, or, you know, they're just friends with me. They know I'm cool, and I know that they're cool, right? I'm not really the heel anymore. Anyways, yeah, so I got a whole bunch of games of people. The other Japanese player who was there was Ren, right? He did the same thing last year where he just sits down at a console and everyone just takes turns one after the other, first to 5s against him, right? I unfortunately didn't get the chance to do that last year. I finally got to do it this year. I took a game off of him, which I'm personally pretty proud with because he only dropped like a couple of games like the whole tournament, right? So the fact that I was able to take that one, I was like, all right, bet. I got this, right? He kind of watched me and the rest of them, but, you know, well, some of them were watches, some of them were kind of close, but so I took that game. I was pretty proud. The other Japanese player, Riel, I had to lend him my stick in the middle of the day. I actually lent him my stick yesterday as well, because the thing is, he was there primarily for Grand Blue, right? But he also plays CF back in the day, right? The thing is, when he played Central Fiction, he actually went to the arcades in Japan and played them there, right? So that's where he has
Yeah.
all of his experience, right? Grand Blue he plays at home because there's no arcade version for that game, right? So he plays Grand Blue at home on his PS4 controller. He does not own an arcade stick. He only goes and plays CF in the arcades. He doesn't even have that game at home, right? So he's like, shit, I need a stick to borrow, right? And, you know, for some reason, after he tried to peddle off his pickles to me and destroyed me in bracket, I still found the kindness in my heart to lend him my steak. So I was doing KOF top 8 while I was watching this. I was like, here, just use my steak, give it back to me when you're done, right? So he gives it back to me. I'm like, oh, how'd you do it? He's like, top 8 winner side. I'm like, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
And I was like, when was the last time you played this game? He's like, 4 years ago. I was like, huh? I was like, huh? And he's like, and he made Relius. He used to make Relius. He's like, you do a Relius? He's like, no, Lychee. I was like, huh? So he made top 8 winner side with a secondary character in a game that he hasn't played in 4 years. He's kind of nasty with it, right? Yeah, so I was playing Grand Blue. Yeah, so I was playing Grand Blue a little bit in the morning, right? Got to play with a whole bunch of people, got to play a run, right? Then eventually Rio's like, hey, do you mind if I use your steak again, right? So I was like, sure. I give it to him the steak. Manages to make second. I was really hoping it would have made first because, I would have got the blessing on the steak. But unfortunately, he fell a little bit short in second. But that was still really cool to see. A whole bunch of top 8s were happening, but not really for the games that I cared about. So I just dedicated the whole day to just playing as much as I can. I met up with a lot of the Brazilian people. Incross was playing with them. He's like, oh, here. Fight my people, and I was like, all right, bet. And then I just started, and then they literally said, cheers from Brazil, and then just kicked my ass, right? Yeah, but, still valuable info, right? Got a lot of good games in. Lucar eventually made it back from the emergency room, and then around that time is when they started tearing down the venue anyways. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll come back and, be the nurse for this dude. So, like, I came in, I brought him food, made sure he was taking the right medication, because some of them, some of them he could be taking soon. Some of them he should not have been taken within the right, time period. I had to get him food from IHOP as well. So,
Good guy, Danny.
yeah. And it's just also like one of those things where it's like I was there with him in the hotel room. He was pretty much knocked out because like the medicine kind of knocked him on his ass. So I was just there to make sure that he was chill. So yeah, that was my day 3 for CEO. A little bit weird. Never had to deal with yeah, never had to deal with a medical emergency in the middle of a major. But thankfully it was just that. As kind of fucked up as it is to say, it's something that he has experience with. So he was cool with it. I thankfully did not have to take him home. He took a ride with my boys, but I heard that was a hell of a car ride back because he had to stop. They had to stop so many places on the way there, being like, wait, guys, I think I can pee it out this time, right? So he go to the rest stop, try really hard. No, it's still there. Let's go, right? Go back in the car, drive for like another 30 minutes to an hour. Wait, guys, I'm going to try again this time. Tries to go again. No, it's still there. Get back in the car, drive another hour. Wait, hold on. This time for real. Goes into the work time. That time it came out, right? He's like, all right, bet, we're good. I'm not in pain anymore. We can go home.
Someone in chat named He Homeboy 62396.
Oh, that's the guy who had to drive him home.
He's like, can't confirm. Man said he
Can't confirm.
Can't confirm. Yeah, so he's the guy who had to drive him home. So shout out, Simon. He's a trooper.
Legend.
I'm not as strong as he was because he actually had to deal with that. And he actually also was the one who drove him to the ER as well. But shout out to my boy Lucar.
And then movie draw, it says, poor Lucas.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Lucas, my boy. So, yeah, that was my day 3. Pretty fun stuff, all things considered.
Judas.
All right, Ultima Wielder, your day 3.
Nothing much, but I woke up. Had to wait an hour for my dad to wake up. We went straight to IHOP. So many people at IHOP, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a tech.
That's why you had to hit up those local breakfast
That's why
restaurants.
you trust me with food.
Oh yeah.
Because going to places like IHOP in the morning where it's gonna get packed, usually.
IHOP, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Donuts, too.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, it wasn't that busy, but you have to keep in mind it's like a super tiny Dunkin' Donuts. And they had a line that went all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
went to the store, out the door we went that fucking Saturday. It was
I
bad.
did not. Well, I went there Sunday morning. It wasn't that bad. I also went at a weird time. It was 11 something when I got
Oh, okay, I
breakfast.
got you.
Yeah, but it was almost out the door.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I get to the conference. I immediately go straight to the arena where Melty Top 8 was happening because a friend of mine who's been playing Melty since day 1 made it to Top 8.
Let's go.
And
Nice.
If I don't mind me asking.
they go by name Hyde.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're a really good Roa player.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and Omni was there too.
Yeah, you reminded me. I'm kind of upset. I entered Melty. It was supposed to play 10 a.m. Saturday morning, but I was like, I have not touched this game in forever. I really don't feel like playing. I went through the gauntlet yesterday. Let me just have my Saturday in peace, right? And then I find out Melty Blood is the freest bracket ever.
Damn.
I'm not gonna say I would have made top 8 because obviously I didn't play and I don't want to talk shit in the bracket I wasn't in, but. Let's just say if Omni Deeg made top 8 and last time we played, it was looking a little in my favor, I feel like I could have been good.
You try to pass it out.
But that's my piece on Melty Blood.
I was rooting for both Hyde and Omni. They're both great players, by the way. And and Beefy could confirm he was there. We were sitting next to each other, and Miles was there as well. Hyde was kicking ass, and then Omni was still living. I think Omni plays Shiki.
What? No way.
Are you
think-
sure he wasn't playing Akiha?
No, I believe he was playing Shiki.
Oh, the dark
Shiki is
side.
slightly
He
broken for me.
converted.
My
I mean, if
experience.
you're not gonna play that game, Shiki is like the character to pick. 'Cause you literally just mash on the stick and then
You
win.
could
Like,
you
Don't wanna talk
you
about
could
my
just do
experience.
forward BC. That's it.
yeah, exactly. You do forward BC, you do 236C.
Yeah,
you just start charging your C normal.
You can just print it. It's like it's nothing. That's it. Yeah. Omni, I think he was close to like getting close to being eliminated because he wasn't a fan of the hitbox. So I gave him the controller for like a boost.
Oh, he was like, you gave him your pad.
I gave him my controller just for a boost.
Yo.
But still gets eliminated either way. But he played very well. Omni played very well. And then Hyde made it all the way up to grand finals to where Scrot was.
Yeah.
They both had a rock paper scissors for first player. Scrot takes it because because Scrot plays Mario. I was told from Hyde. I don't know the whole thing, but player one Mario. It's literally like you lose it.
Yeah, Melty Blood Type Lumina is a bad game made by developers who don't know how to code. It's fun, but it's a bad game. So Type Lumina legit has port priority where there's some setups with Mario specifically and some other characters too that only work if you're on player one and not on player two. So so Scrot knows that and Hyde knows that too, which is why they have to rock paper scissors to get player one. And then Scrot won it, so GG's I guess.
Yeah.
Is it really that bad? Like,
It's to the point where it's like it legit removes defensive options if you're on player one.
Oh.
damn, I
Yeah,
don't think it'll be
that's
into this
crazy.
Day and age of fighting games because I know that was like an
It's a
MK9.
glitch that needs to be patched out. There were some minor problems with it earlier, but I guess like it wasn't well known enough for them to take a look at. But now, ever since they put in Mario, they put Mario after the first balance patch for the game. The problems have been exacerbated really hard. So now everyone like that's still playing Type Lumina is really asking, for French Bread to try and address those situations because, it's kind of dumb, right?
That's
That must be a hard
Yeah,
fix.
it's like some melee type shit, where it's like you can have I mean, it's not as bad as melee because like a lot of times the things that are decided by port priority are very like niche, very fringe. They don't come up very often, but it's like a prevalent part of Type Lumina. So,
You think it's something hard to fix?
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
We have season
I don't
two,
think they will
so
fix it though. Huh?
we have season 2 on the way. So it's like it's almost about to be a year, so they might finally get onto it. Hopefully,
Maybe.
but
Maybe not.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, yeah, no, like watching Melty competitive, it's like, wow, this game kicks ass. So it's like
It is a very fun game to watch.
I really I'm like really trying to get back into it. So that way I'm not trying to like be stuck in a Strive brain rot. Like no offense, like Strive is like still a really great game. It's doing well in the competitive scene, but I want to play other fighting games. So it's like I don't want to be stuck in a Strive brain rot as of right now because I'm playing DNF Duel. So it's like,
Yeah.
I want to like
Branch out.
I want to invest in other fighting games and
Yeah,
just
we gotta hold
do
our
cool.
tongues. It's okay, bro.
Hey, I'm not ducking your jackal. That's what you're thinking.
No, I don't think that's his concern. I think his concern is with DNF. But
Yeah.
that's a different conversation.
That's that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, Hyde made it grand finals twice with both P4AU and Melty.
Wow, I didn't know he did good at P4.
Yeah, P4AU is basically his game.
Did
their
he win
game.
P4 or
No.
no? Okay.
They got second, but they played very well in P4AU.
Who did they main in P4?
You Narkami.
My boy.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Solid pick.
Yeah. And then after that, I went to the area where Marvella was playing Marvel 3, and we were watching it on stream while I was playing with Lameo in one of the Strive casuals. Marvel kicks ass. Marvel 3 kicks ass,
Yeah.
and Marvella really just shows it.
Yeah.
He still got it. And
My
then
man plays Strider, the coolest fighting game character ever made. They need to put him in another real game because Marvel's not looking too hot right now.
Marvel 3 looks.
Well, I'm talking about the hit because you have Marvel 3, right?
Oh,
and then like Marvel
Infinite.
Infinite happened. I like Infinite personally, but purely from a gameplay standpoint, everything else about the game is a little bit rough.
Infinite
right?
is fun.
But then we have that, and now we're probably never gonna get another Marvel game ever again.
Yeah.
so.
No.
Nope.
It's tough, but
Unless you have Mickey Mouse in it.
yo, I'm down. My Mickey Doctor Doom. Hold up.
Doctor Drew.
Oh my God.
Get me just get me
I want Goofy as Spider-Man.
Danny.
I hate that.
I was ready to say it.
That is actually true. I have way too much hours on DNF for a guy who like does not like the game.
But yeah, after that, I got a call from Dad saying, "All right, let's go," and I had to leave early. I could have stayed.
Right.
And then after Chili's, we just drove straight back to Miami. That was about it.
Okay.
That was my day 3 experience. But CEO was still fun.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
For my first time at CEO, it was very fun.
Good.
I really want to go again next year.
You want
Yeah.
to taco or no? No.
CEO
No,
talking.
probably not CEO.
So you ducking?
It's not abducting.
So you
It's not
talking?
abducting. The same month, there's East Coast Throwdown.
Oh yeah, people have to make the choice for that one.
Yeah.
I made my choice. I'm going to CEO Taco.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear, man.
Oh, you're not going to...
ECT? No.
Bro,
Huh?
it's cheaper to go here than ECT.
It is. It is. Like,
Plus,
you know.
said you want to go to Evo, so.
Yeah, so I made my choice. Evo and then CEO Taku.
Okay, that's fine.
Bless your heart.
Agree?
Well, my day 3 was pretty chill. Just watching top 8, watching Beefy played. I definitely hit a lot of Jabali land. I just was playing like Super Turbo, just playing Ryokan. And then I managed to get some games on the Marvel's Capcom 2 cabinet, which was nice because most of the time when I wanted to play, there were people playing. It was fun. Get some games with my team. And got to hit half of the Iron Man Infinite, so felt good for only playing it for like 2 weeks. Got half of the Infinite, so let's go.
You want to do a fucking...
Hell yeah, bro.
I want to teach you...
No, that's the colors that I play when I play Iron Man that game. I play those colors, the blue and yellow. It's hype. And yeah, after I was just watching the top 8s, having a good time, and man, that day was just like waking up and being like, dude, today's the last day. I gotta go back home, have a normal life, no fighting game venue. Yeah.
That post-event depression.
I know, and then like another thing talking about like the top 8 for Strive was like I feel like everyone that was there got baited because like there was one part like at the end that there was a break and I don't know whoever was like organizing the stream hit like at the wrong button and then popped like an Oxys screen and everyone was shouting, dude, that's a character reveal. That's a character reveal. So it was like, dude, I want this tournament to end, and then it ended, and it's like just the.
Oh, you guys should have hit me up. I would have told you there was no reveals over the weekend. I actually had the insider info.
Oh, dude, I didn't know.
Future reference.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Just let me know, bro. I got you.
And I was one of those people who I was thinking, oh, no, we're going to get...
No, because you guys have to realize it's like normally a CEO is not a bad place for them to announce stuff, but you have to realize it's like first off, Evo is like right after CEO,
exactly.
right? And then the other thing too is that this CEO specifically was not affiliated with like Arc Revo or any Arc System World Tours or anything like that. Yeah. Normally, if they're not, you shouldn't expect anything.
Yeah.
Right? Or if there will be something that's not affiliated, then they'll say it beforehand. Like Jabali said, like for the last CEO where they revealed
we have
like the rollback and Biken for Strive. Oh, yeah. He said beforehand, hey guys, Arxis gives me this, and it's like a picture of him holding like a flash drive.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't see stuff like that and there's no like Arc Revo, anything like that, typically you don't expect any reveals.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Noted.
the only tournament you should consistently expect reveals from is Evo. And that's it.
Honestly, I can't wait for Evo so we can get more Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, bro. I'm
Definitely,
trying to see Street Fighter 6.
Bro.
I'm trying to see them announce my girl Alice for KOF 15. I know what's gonna happen, Oda. I know you're listening to this podcast, and I know you're gonna make the right decision.
You're going to tag him after this. I know you.
I just need Rashid, bro. I'll be good.
That's another reason...
Oh, 6? I'm actually down with that. Rashid's cool. I like Rashid.
That's another reason why... That's another reason why I want to go to Evo, is to play that Street Fighter 6 demo cabinet.
Yes, sir.
Would not bet on that happening.
If it happens. If it happens.
I would not bank on that happening. It might just because the build
Honest?
exists for it.
Yeah.
Like they had at the
Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, Summer Game
Yeah.
Fest.
And Anime Expo.
Was it Anime Expo?
Yeah, there was also an Anime Expo.
Okay, it might be at Evo then. If they
Yeah,
did
well,
that-
you're like, why not, bro?
Yeah, they put
Yeah,
it.
how could they not do it? It's
Honestly, like at Evo, I feel like they could have announced a character or maybe a beta. Maybe, but I could say. I mean, like something small.
I'm expecting a character. Beta
Yeah.
might be a little too ham.
Beta, I think it would be later down the road.
Okay, but do you think we're gonna get info about Project L?
Dude, I've been waiting for that game for years.
You fuck with League or nah?
No, I don't fucking know anything about League. I just watched the show.
Nah, I used to play a
but
lot of
then,
League.
like, I saw the combo structure and, like, the characters, and I was like, okay, you know what? This is the game I'm definitely going to get
It's
into.
looking to fill that Marvel void after Dragon Ball
Yeah.
changed the shit.
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
Yeah.
I might try it.
I don't know. I think probably next year because definitely not. I don't know. Just they haven't said anything. They literally said like the Ryan announcement like years ago. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a fighting game. Then we got kind of something. I don't remember. It was like last
It
year,
was like
right?
5. It was like
7 months ago, yeah.
2 seconds of like footage the first time,
Yeah.
and afterwards
They were like-
"Hey guys, we're making a team game. It's gonna have rollback RIPs."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Literally, it was
So-
that
And
it. That was
yeah,
it.
It was gonna have robot, and all they showed was like a few clips of like some things you could do with like the characters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then like one of the inputs.
So it's like-
Yeah,
then they
so
showed
it's
the
gonna be
inputs.
like a
So all we know is
like a simple input game. Yeah.
so all we know is Jinx and Darius. That's it.
It's Jinx, Darius, Echo,
And-
Ari,
oh, yeah, Ari.
and Katarina. Those are all the confirmed characters.
Yeah.
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 All I know is that about League is that it's about to be like next year will mark a decade since I last played League, and the last time I played League was just a tutorial, and that was
He
it.
said that like he's at a like Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. You know?
One hell of 10 years.
I think I haven't played League like in 7 months. I hope so.
7 months. Oh
Yeah.
Good shit. Good.
I'm recovering.
Blue,
Yeah.
7
Last
months.
time I played League was I don't know if I played League this year actually. I think last time I played it was 2021,
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken. So yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Good man.
Stay
man.
strong. Stay strong.
7 months. Yeah. something like that, yeah.
So your day 3?
All right, so day 3. Yeah, we got breakfast. We'll pull up to the venue. It was like probably like 1 or 2 o'clock, and I think one of our homies was like doing a tournament, so we had to go watch like my boy Creaky. He got top 8 on Virtua Fighter, and I was watching it. I was like, yo, that's kind of fucking dope. Nah, we got you, bro.
Yeah,
Is it on
he's
stream?
You're kind of nasty at Virtua Fighter, right?
Dude, he was fucking
My
solid.
character goes crazy. I use 3 moves.
No, dude, like he was telling me, like that's the kind of game where like it's all about knowledge check. Like if you don't know what the
It
fuck
really
you're doing,
is. It really is.
then you're done.
Like I'm not like okay, I play that game and I'm not very good at it, but like watching it competitive, it's like I fucking love this game.
Dude, yeah.
It's
That's
one,
my
of those, it's one of those
childhood
games where it's like you get hit by a move that's +3 on block, and you're like, all right, which button am I gonna press?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's 3 that are not dumb decisions.
That's
It's kind of wild.
Oh, that's
my
fucking crazy.
childhood game right there. I will never like stop loving that fucking game and like being hyped for it. That game is like, it's fucking godlike.
Yeah, no, I watched him and I was like, dude, that's actually kind of fucking hype. Like if I made the time, like I'd definitely hop onto it.
Dude,
But nah,
dude, let me know. I have it installed on my PlayStation 4.
bro, we're linking up.
Dear God.
But yeah, no, he was in losers top 8. He got out though, but like he was so known in the Virtua Fighter community that he started commentating for like top 4. So that was pretty solid for him.
Yeah.
I saw Killer Instinct. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was his first major.
Commentating, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, dude. Like honestly, he wasn't gonna come to CEO until like a few days before then, cause like there was like some issues where like like he had to get permission from his mom, and like there's like that like trust we had to build with her. So like me and Herbs and Saki like had a conversation, let her know like what's the deal, who's gonna be there, and she was cool with it, and then we got Creaky on board, and I was like, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our boy Creaky. So yeah, he did top 8, and then commentated top 4. So good for him, dude. He plays a bunch of games and he's solid in all of them.
MK, he hasn't played a game like in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, solid, man. It's an inspiration for me because I realize I only play like 2 games and I kind of want to make time for other ones. So yeah, that happened. Then it was like 3-4 o'clock. We go up to like, I think we went to go eat again. Then I tried to go to the little like venue where they do tournaments, and they were like just putting away all their stuff, and I was like, fuck, I didn't get to get any games. That's okay. So then like 6-7 o'clock hits, and I'm like, all right, we're just waiting for top 8 for Guilty Gear. And honestly, yeah, it was pretty chill. I was a little sad there was no Happy Chaos, but you know what? It was all good. It was good.
Wow.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that. Listen, Buff
actually
Happy
very
Chaos
That'd be
was
crazy to
no.
see Portillo walk down that top 8, bro.
Bro,
Guilty Gear, that would have been insane.
Bro.
I think he lost
a breaker, everyone at the crowd.
somebody.
Bing, bing. So now I'm just gonna say some propaganda. Since Happy Chaos did not make top 8, he is not top 1.
You know what, Danny? It was pretty You can go on with your assumptions, but
No. Top eight.
I allow it.
Listen, but yeah, no, it was a pretty good time. Like after that happened, we all went home. We kind of started packing our stuff, and yeah, that post like CEO depression did come in. Like that happened. I was still a little salty about like losing in pools, but like I also had to like recognize I did not play Guilty Gear like that until Happy Chaos came out in December. Like it just wasn't a game for me at the time. Plus, like MK and like the foundations of that game did not transfer to Guilty Gear. Like it was basically starting from scratch. So I was on that 0-2 train with Waluigi.
I could say the same.
Yeah, and you know it's a little discouraging. Like you play like one fighting game, and then you think you play solid, and then you play another one, and you're just freed up. And it's like it makes you think like, was that effort like wasted? But no, it's a different experience. You have to recognize that. Yeah.
Felt that.
Yeah, so it was definitely something like I had to realize, and then I decided to pick up Happy Chaos, one of the execution like heavy characters, and Herbs was like, "Are you sure you want to do that, bro? Like you're picking up a new game, and it's one of the hardest guys." And I'm like, "Bro, the combos, bro. He's got drip. I gotta do it." And now,
Ain't wrong at all.
yeah, dude, the combos drip,
Yeah,
wall to wall.
Because at the time you were a Kai player, and I was there. The first time I went to Flynn's Strive local was I signed up, and then it was like crammed. I don't know if you remember. It was like so cramped because you guys had it outside and then the inside.
Oh my God, the early days when it was outside and like top 8 was on the TVs.
Yeah, and then someone told me like, "Oh, we got another Kai player
the
here,"
Smash
and
players
then
missed
it
that
was
shit,
you.
huh?
You're the first one.
You kidding me? We were right out of
And then
quarantine,
we
man.
played our
outside all the time.
casuals before.
Wearing hoodies when it was like 90 degrees
out.
outside and shit.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And he is the reason why I got into Fight Club. Honestly, I think he and then this place was the reason I'm still playing Strive. Like I would drop Strive. Would not be playing if it wasn't for this place.
I am honored. Jacko.
Oh my god, so dramatic.
Oh God, but yeah, no, like I did play Happy Chaos, and like, dude, the first 2 months was like, dude, why is this so fucking difficult? All this execution, bro. But then, like, I don't know, after like the first 3 months, like, the results kind of started showing. People were like, "Hey, yo, Butters, you're not free anymore." And I was like, that's what I wanted to hear, man. That's what I wanted to hear.
That's true.
Now I'm making like top 8s, like probably like 7th or 8th, but like it's the progress. I finally making moves, and that makes me really happy to hear.
Making moves.
I'm very happy with it.
Yep.
But yeah, to segue back into top 8, saw the Guilty Gear thing. It was awesome. Post depression. Yeah, I honestly want to go back out there again, man. Like I want to go to every major now. Like it reignites that fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
we had a hell of a good time for a day 3.
Yeah.
Like starting with the foot race, you know how that went. I braid on the floor, me going last, etc. And just like watching the matches between like everybody, even casual sets, was awesome.
Yeah.
But the one opportunity I wasn't expecting we were able to do fully and successfully was interview people live.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that
Oh yeah, I did that.
I know you did. Hey, how's it going, friend? Yeah, we had people like Gandito, Danny Boy. We've had Hatashi, and bro, you managed to get Alex Jabali at an interview. The GOAT.
That's crazy.
The GOAT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
putting a name out for the podcast was definitely like the most fun like we've had that specific day. And also running a casual set against Apology Man, that was probably the most unpleasant experience after going against Faust. Watching you do it was even more.
Oh
you managed
my
to get
God.
one match.
Okay, like I totally forgot. This was on the Saturday. I saw that they had like a Start GG, like little like section, and I saw that there was like top players, and I was like, oh my God, Apology Man. Oh my God, Lord Knight. I've seen them on YouTube.
The fact
And
that I had to drag you out to get it.
Oh yeah, he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go play him. Do you want to sign up? And I was like, fuck yeah. And I go in there, and like I meet Apology Man. I'm like, oh my God, it's an honor. Like I love your stuff. He's like, oh yeah, thank you, man. And then the lady was like, oh yeah, if you win the match, like you get free merchandise. So in my head, I was like, I gotta 0-2 this bitch right now to get merchandise. I'm like, okay, cool, totally possible. And like, I only got one game because I timed him out. He did the regular grab instead of the little like scissor.
You know, I can confirm this because I was watching this too.
Dude, it was so nerve wracking because I was like keeping him away. I was like, okay, I have the life lead. I'm gonna time him out. I'm gonna do a Herbs. dude.
Terrifying.
And like he grabs me, and it's like the one where like it does a little portal thingy.
Yeah.
And I was like, the damage doesn't go until like a second later, so it's like 0. And I'm like, bro, am I gonna fucking die? And then like it timed out before the damage hit, and I was like, fuck yeah. And then. Yeah, and then I got a water bottle, and I was like, yeah, I lost my water bottle earlier. I got another one. Let's go.
No,
It's a
I thought I
dub.
gave it back to you. Hold on.
No, yeah. And then Lord Knight came out later. I came over there, and he was about to leave. Like I was taking like a piss break, and I looked at the time. It was like 5:53, and I was like, he's not the kind of guy who's gonna wait till 6. He's gonna be like, oh, no one's here. I'm gonna leave 10 minutes early. So I'm like, start sprinting, and I see him like putting his cables together. I'm like, hi, could I play you, bro? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll play a game. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I played as Amelia. It was pretty solid. And then, you know, I got only like 1 round out of like the 3 rounds. He did 3 rounds instead of like the set. And I was like, oh yeah, it was solid. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, that was the same thing that happened with me when I got the honor to play Lord Knight Casuals at Frosty's.
Fuck yeah, bro. Dude, we got 1 game. We take those.
Well, not 1 game, but one.
1 round. Yeah, we take those.
And continuing on day 3 was actually pretty good, especially watching the debut of CEO Taku. The coolest thing was the fact that we were able to watch an exclusive trailer in Japanese.
Yeah, with the English subs. Yeah.
I'm like, that is the hardest thing this man has actually done.
Yeah.
Shit goes hard. I saw the JoJo game. I'm about to order these bitches at CEO Otaku, bro.
Oh, I'm pre-ordering it.
It's coming out at the beginning of September.
Yep, 3 weeks to grind to make top 8.
Yep.
I'm ready.
If it took almost like a month to fight Dio, I'm sure we could do it.
I know a friend who's really into that game, so I can't wait to see what he does.
Ooh, exciting. But yeah, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, then what I can say with day 4, or technically day 3, is we managed to go get some pizza, go see Saki and Creaky for the last time. But the coolest thing was also going down the elevator, seeing Alex Jabali again.
Oh yeah,
Like-
we saw him again.
Like, he was talking about everything, how sincere he was, and what's going on next, and I was just stunned that we were able to talk to him.
Yeah, he's super chill, dude.
Yeah.
That was awesome. It was pleasant.
I never fully was able to converse with him for the first time.
Yeah.
Because last year it started with a handshake, but this
Yeah.
year it started with an interview. We one-upped it like we said we were.
There you go.
It happens, and with that, I mean, for the people that say, you know, about how bad the area of Daytona is, as I said before, he knows.
Yes.
He knows.
He knows. You don't have to remind him. You don't have to keep spamming his inbox, his DMs about, like, the guy knows.
It's like lighten
knows.
up, and plus he also sent like a form saying there's
Yeah,
any
like
problems
a-
to bring to the council.
Yeah, like if there's like a what's the shit's called, like a
Complaint?
response. No, like
It was like a Google form
yeah.
that you had to fill out, and he had a meeting. Or I don't know if he has it yet or not, but he has a meeting with the actual city of Daytona, and
Yeah.
he's actually going to bring up all of those complaints that people are having.
yeah.
I mean, I definitely filled out the form. You know,
That's why I wanted
me,
to go to
me and
CEO
some
Taco.
my friends were getting called some things. I'm not going to repeat any of the words.
No worries.
Yeah, some of them started with S, some of them started with F, but that's enough.
But yeah, it's like he knows, and you know he's working on making sure that hopefully next year more people come out and have a good time, because as I said for myself, like going there to Daytona for my very first time, even though people have told me their stories of all the crazy shit that happens at Daytona and whatnot, I just stayed with the homies. I was at the venue majority of the time, and I had a good time overall.
Like, we stuck together most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he might try to bring like food trucks and stuff next year.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah. About that, we got
They'd be
that.
sold out.
They sold like 90 bills, so
Yeah.
you get a percentage.
Yeah. Yeah, because the only time you're only going to leave the venue is if you're going to go get something. Yeah, go get something to eat, or you're going back to your hotel.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. Because majority of the time you're spending it at the venue anyway, from sun up to I don't know, sun coming up the next day, because you're in Jabali Land majority of the time. People.
There was 2 exits, but only 1 entrance. No, I lied. 3 exits, but only
One entry.
No.
No, that was 2
No,
entrances.
there's 2 entrances. There's the one by Jabali Land.
Yeah.
On the other side, and then there was the one.
I think that one might have closed because I think they said there was one like at like super late at night. There was only one or something like that. I remember reading.
The main entrance closes. The main entrance closes late at night, but the one to Jabali Land is open 24/7.
Oh, okay.
Which I will say, actually,
Oh, my God.
the thing about the security, actually, So it's actually, in my opinion, at least, a huge step up from Combo Breaker.
Oh, yeah, Combo Breaker?
Yeah, because the guys that went to Combo Breaker, the security there was lacking, like pretty hardcore.
No, literally, all they did was like,
Super old guy who just kind of like hovers his hands by your pants. That was basically the security at Combo
Yeah,
Breaker.
pretty much.
Security at CEO actually did a pretty decent job on things considered.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
100% agreed.
yeah.
Yeah.
No herbs walk by security, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I got it on video. Literally, yo, him and Waluigi literally walked by
No idea what
security
you're talking about.
by bag checking, and I'm standing there like, no, these motherfuckers didn't.
I was
Like,
inspired.
Herbs was walking there like he's like a lost old man. Yeah, he played it so slick, and I'm just like,
I'm like, let me get
and
my
I'm
dad.
recording it, and I'm just like,
And then you just see me like,
and you just go.
you see my after image disappear.
Like they check me in my bag and whatnot, but they don't check hers. I'm like,
That's crazy, bro.
yeah.
That's crazy.
But I
Wild.
will say, with the security there, like checking everyone's bags and whatnot. Yes, that is definitely recommended.
Oh yeah,
For sure. Especially in the
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, just processing people in. Be like, all right, next.
Also,
Just
I
opening up your
respect
stuff.
the,
If
what was it? I respect a personal beverage too, like bringing one beverage,
Yeah.
at least like a bottle. I
Oh,
brought
yeah.
a gallon.
Bro, we staying hydrated out there, bro. I ain't paying $4.
Actually, I didn't
have
fill
to,
it.
yeah.
I added like 2 bottles originally because Herbs was like, "Oh, I'm dehydrated. Get me something."
Yep. No, you need it, bro.
How y'all play 5 to 6 games? That's why I just focused on Strava. Like I can't.
Dude, that's why I'm so happy for CEO Taco. CEO Taco, I entered 1 game, and that's it. I'm looking so forward
I'm
to
doing
it.
4.
Yeah.
I'm doing 3.
Bro,
Nah, dude, you guys are crazy.
I got enough time to actually train. I know I've been bogging for a long time.
I mean, bro, I'm here, bro. I'm playing. I'm actually net playing now.
You're in the Miami area?
I'm in Broward. I'm like very south of Broward. So it's-
oh, word.
yeah.
We gotta jump on that, bro.
Listen, I just need a Demon Slayer bracket, and I'm already in that bitch, bro. Like,
That's kind of an L, bro. That's kind of an L.
it's so sad.
I'll do a Naruto Storm bracket.
Ooh, let's go. I'll take
Oh
those.
my god.
But that game is
Okay.
Dude, a lot of people sign up for
Okay, but
Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
It's not good. It's not
Storm
a good
is
game.
raw.
It's not a good game.
It's a.
It's like it's if you like Naruto, it's cool because they have all the stuff from Naruto. It's the same thing with Demon Slayer. If you don't like Demon Slayer,
Whoa. Demon Slayer is like a step up from everything except for the online net play. It's trash, but it's still a step up.
Nobody was talking about the net play for Demon Slayer when that came out.
Yeah, that shit was
Nobody did.
garbage, but I still play.
Okay. Okay, but hear me
Nah,
out.
sadly.
Yeah.
Come to Maxi Boost On. Sign me up for that.
anyways.
Nah, bump that. Let's do these sports, bro.
Mbon, let me not talk shit. Mbon's actually a cool game.
Yeah.
The problem is it's a logistical nightmare to set
Yeah.
up. So it's like,
Yeah, it's.
that's why I always kind of like.
Yeah.
Sports, bro.
Yeah, Wii
That's why I
Sports,
was
bro.
saying,
It's on. It's on.
I would love to have it. It's just as he said, it's a logistical nightmare. Even when I tried to run one here or whatnot, it's like I can't do it on stream because they don't have spectator mode for LAN.
Yeah, they don't.
You would have to be online. So
crazy.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Also, just the fact of like needing 8 PS4s to play one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all are talking about, Demon Slayer and stuff like that. What if I told you there's this really cool game out that you can have Dragon Ball, Naruto,
Shut up and jump points.
No,
Shut up and jump points. That game is dead.
Bro, listen, Yugi, broken.
He died already. It was dead on arrival.
They turned that. I mean, it's offline.
The sir.
No.
Offline,
Yeah.
like completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the offline.
It's
Really?
Fix on that game is
Shit.
I never got to play it.
but it's so cheap.
It is. It's so cheap.
Yeah, I got it for free on my Game Pass on Xbox.
What about that JoJo's game that's coming out? Because I want to sign up for that too.
It's a
It's
portable
September.
game. It's weird.
But is the
Yeah.
global routing differentiable?
I mean, because it's weird because it's like its own thing. It's like, imagine if you took like a, I'm trying to think of like what's the best way to describe it. It feels like a 3D game, but it's 2D.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like the best way I could describe it.
Yeah.
So like the GameCube one from the Naruto one, the Clash of Ninjas 2 or whatever it's called.
It doesn't play like that. 'cause
No.
Clash of Ninja is like kind of like a platformer at the same time.
No, not the Clash. Which one was that one? I forgot.
Thinking Ninja.
Bloody War?
It's a game. It's like the most popular GameCube Naruto game.
Oh, yeah.
3D one, right?
Yeah.
The one that they play at Juicy.
Yeah.
Clash of the Ninja?
Yeah, it's not
Clash-
like that because
Clash-
that. Well, actually, yeah, it is kind of like that because that game has like sidestepping in.
Yeah, there was the community was explaining it to me.
Yeah,
like, yo, that
yeah.
thing is-
So the JoJo game has sidestepping and stuff like that, but it's kind of different because I think in the Naruto game it's like no high or low blocking. You just block
Yeah.
or you don't, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
substitution stuff like that. JoJo actually does have high or low blocking,
Oh.
like jump ins. So it's weird because they kind of try to make it feel like a 2D fighting game, but at the same time, it doesn't. you
And
know?
the sidestep is different because the Naruto Clash Ninja, all you're doing is like, think of it as like the sidestep. You're going side on the side of the opponent, and in JoJo's sidestep, I believe it's different.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's hard to
okay.
describe it if you haven't played it.
Silver, we just beat a record already.
Yeah.
Was that?
Longest stream.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
really?
about to say, we've been here for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
yeah. We're gonna wrap it up pretty soon. So I do want to say for last, parting words, overall experience of CEO 2022. We're gonna start off with Waluigi and ending it with me.
Overall, I'd say 10 out of 10. Definitely go next year. Want to bring some of my crew, especially of FGC Island. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
All right.
10 out of 10, I guess. Yeah, I have no complaints. I had a great time. Just want to keep going to more.
Yeah, saying 10 out of 10, definitely like a huge step up from the last CEO, especially with the Jubela line. I just enjoy all the games that they had. Unfortunately, the Super Turbo bracket was a little unfortunate, but besides that, everything was really good.
Okay.
First time as CEO 2022, 10 out of 10, and because they have inbound. No, I'm kidding. It was a very fun time for my first time, and I'm glad I really went.
So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but this is the first major since Offline has come back where Punk has not tweeted something bad about the event. To me, that tells me that CEO was a beautifully ran event, and I'd agree for the most part.
Yeah.
There weren't really any major blowups. The thing that happened with Super Turbo, which has been unfortunate, but overall, I think it was a pretty well-ran event. My only complaint with how this event was run is I feel like there was way too many tournaments that was wrapping up by Friday, Saturday, early in the day. So, and I think that's part of why the energy was kind of low on this weekend Saturday compared to other tournaments. I think it's just because too many things were wrapping up too early. So I
Yeah.
would say probably spread out the games just a little bit more, right? And maybe not have everything on Friday like how there was this weekend. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it was a fantastic tournament. Can't wait to go to more. Right, Daytona's obviously a little bit sus, but the actual venue itself is great, and I always love. CEO is my favorite event, so I'm always going to be there no matter what.
All right. Joy-Con.
First major, started off with a bang. Absolutely loved it. Loved the energy. Loved everything that Jubeli bring with the event. I'd go back to it again, and I'm excited to go to more majors.
Yeah, CEO is definitely a banger. I'm looking forward for the next one. Yeah, pretty much everything's perfection as long as you stay with a group and be safe and stuff. So I don't really have too much complaints. There's not much you can do on the outside. He's still trying, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward and definitely trying to like make like top like 24 or something. Try to like reach a higher ranking and stuff. With bottom 5, Jacko.
Buff Happy Chaos.
Bottom 5, bro.
And as
Not bottom three.
Right? People get mad when I say that.
And as for me, I mean, CEO was a definitely 10 out of 10 for me. It was much better than last year, though I preferred the Orlando location because of all the food options that are
Yeah.
locally nearby. Whatnot. Still had a great time in Daytona. Good time, seeing everyone that I saw out there and whatnot. And if I did miss you, then don't worry. I'll see you at CEO Taco and CEO 2023. I'll be there as well in full force and just bringing, gonna bring the energy. So with that being said, I'd like to thank everyone that is watching the stream for sticking around for so long. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. And before we go, let the people know where they can find y'all, even though most of them know y'all already. So, Herbs, where they can find you?
I'm the dumbass that teabagged the Nago. You can find me at IHerbz787, and also you can follow my team's Instagram as well, FGC Island. We do host a lot of offline events. I'm trying to get some offline experience thanks to Silver and the rest of the homies, and we could bring some locals on the West Palm area. And also Jackal is bottom 5 and learn the matchup.
If you're looking for the guy that makes DGK look like a professional Smash player, you can find me at Joycon21 on Twitter, and that's basically where I use social media. But he's free for everybody else.
You can find me on Twitter at DrannyBoy. That's Danny Boy with 5 D's in the front. So you type out the letter D 5 times and then finish Annie-Boy. That's how you find me. Alternatively, you hop into any, and I mean any, South Florida Discord. I'm probably in it. Also check out South Florida FGC on Twitter. I run it, and that's how you're going to know what the events are looking like in the area. Shout outs to the SMH crew if you guys are still watching. Shout outs to Badlands Chugs. Just won his second competition chugging contest earlier today. And I think that is everything I wanted to say. I know for a fact I'm missing something.
It'll come back to you.
It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. But yeah,
FGC
that's
events or special announcements or
those are coming soon.
Gotcha.
So
Plus
tune into South Florida FGC. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't really got much to say, but I may talk about Kingdom Hearts, but I also like fighting games mostly. But for anyone that just wants to play matches, whichever game you got, Artima Seeker, Artima, which is basically Ultima in Spanish, and we just play and then for anyone that's looking to play locally, there's Next Level Gaming and Flynn's. We play for fun and then all that stuff.
Also, wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Today's his birthday.
Thank you. Well, you can find me on Twitter, elcreeblue8, and if you guys are looking to do like tournaments, I run like weekly tournaments for Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, and KOF, and maybe I'll do other games. Oh my god,
Bro.
but yeah, so definitely like you guys looking at, you can join the fight pit.
I'm already in there, bro. BP's out there. I got to get those games. Pull up.
All right.
Who are you, bro?
It's your boy. Who are you, bro? No. It's your boy, Butter Punch. You can find me on Twitter. Just put Butter Punch, like how you spell it, and it's all together, and you'll find me on there. You can find my YouTube on there, too. I am trying my best to put content out there. It is hard. It is not easy. Respect to people with that. And you can find me on Twitch also, Butter_Punch. But I think if you just put that, you'll find me pretty easy. Yeah, I'm just trying to get that happy chaos content out there.
Yes, sir. Waluigi.
Okay, everybody knows who I am. It's going to be Waluigi.
Speak louder on the mic.
Say it with your chest.
Oh, alrighty. It's your boy, Waluigi. WALOOIJI. I spelt it wrong because I like to make people think, and I was drunk when I made it. Same thing on Discord with number 5755, and same thing as my Instagram. That's I think that's it.
Nice.
All
right. Everyone have a safe and fun holiday.
That
Happy
concludes
chaos.
episode 56 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. We are available on all audio hosting platforms: iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify. Just look up South Florida Gamers Podcast. You'll find us on Google. Just Google us. And
Let's
yeah,
go.
other than that, we are signing off. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Have a good one, yo.
Happy chaos.